What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here with my dudes, my co-host JohnnyKpicks, and our two special guests, Effie from Action Sportscast and MMA Maestro. Man, how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. Friday night, got some beers over here. Looking forward to some fights in the afternoon for me, and some soccer in the morning tomorrow. And yeah, looking forward to it. It's gonna be good. This card's pretty good. I like it. There's gonna be a lot of good bangers on this one, but yeah, I hope it's a little bit better for betting wise for everybody, because I know a lot of people are a little low, and especially me too, because I haven't been doing too well either. So hopefully we can get some money on this one.
Yeah. Effie, tell us about your channel, where we can find you, and how you're feeling tonight.
Feeling good. I'll show over there at Action Sportscast. I'm up there every single week on YouTube. But I bet hockey a lot as well, and I'm excited for the weekend, man. It's Friday night, like Johnny said. I have some hockey bets. We have fights tomorrow, and then the Super Bowl on Sunday. So it's going to be a good weekend. I'm pumped. And yeah, man, I'm ready to talk about these fights.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. It's been a minute since we broke down a fight, man. I can't wait. Maestro, brother, how you doing tonight?
What's up, my man? It's good. I mean, I can't complain. It's a Friday. So, yeah, I'm pumped for the fights for tomorrow, and pumped for the Super Bowl on Sunday. Yeah, you can find me at MMA Maestro on X, Twitter, and then my Patreon, MMA Maestro, the same thing. I'll be getting the YouTube channel up soon. I know I've been saying it. You know, work's busy, but it'll be coming up for the one of the first pay-per-views for sure.
I feel you with that, with the work's busy crap, man. It sucks. I hate work. But yeah, man, this is a good card. I mean, it's decent. It's not really a great betting card, but it's got some decent fights I'm looking forward to. Ige and Feely, obviously the main event.
Some live underdogs.
There's a lot of live underdogs. There's a lot of live underdogs, kind of. But yeah, man, it should be a good card though. It starts at what, 4 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yep.
And we got a bunch of replacement fights on this card though, so it's kind of weird. Like a bunch of dudes that weren't even supposed to fight or even probably be in the UFC anymore are showing up on this card, man. Fernie Garcia, and then just so many newcomers, and it just makes it very risky on certain bets. But still gonna find some spots to make some money, man. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. First one here, Mushroom MMA, dude. What is up, Mushroom? So what's up, Cody? So what's up, Johnny? What's up, Effie? What's up, Maestro? Everybody can find Mushroom MMA, man, on YouTube, putting out excellent videos. Sucks I don't get to catch him live no more because I got to work Friday mornings. I didn't used to have to do that. But he puts out great shows, man, on Thursday night. And then he does his live show at 10 p.m. And then you can catch him on Twitter, man, always putting out excellent posts. Always one more sleep, usually a couple more cuss words in there. But let's go, man. We're all going to kill it tomorrow, but appreciate you coming out, Mushroom, as always. Ray Torres Jr. in the house said, yes, sir. Let's get it fresh off some money. We're going to get it.
Soccer, baby.
Definitely get it.
He knows. Yeah. He knows what I'm talking about.
Killing that soccer money. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, smash the like button. We got 30 people. Just started, hopefully to grow a little bit. But yeah, man, smash that like button if you're having fun. Ryan Jordan in the house said, defend your units, motherfuckers. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you coming out. Scott Lawson is in the house. He said, I'm here. Good week with the bets, Johnny. Hell yeah. I bet you will be able to upgrade your Taylor Swift ticket.
The first thing I'm doing. How'd you know?
Swifty. Isn't that what they're called or something like that?
I'm a Swifty.
What up? What up, though? Appreciate you coming out. Scotty said, what up, dirty dogs? Eric Albright in the house. What's up, Eric? Dave Weston said Michael Johnson is one of the best plays on the card, in my opinion. Are the fights lined close?
On paper, yes. On paper.
Right. He should.
We'll get to that though.
He should Phil Hawes on paper. He Phil Hawes his ass.
Oh yeah. 100%.
In the ring, he probably gets Phil Hawes. So let's
maybe we'll see.
But, I'm rooting for him, but I just hope he gets done early. Anthony W said, can't stay, boys. Wanted to drop a like for the algo. Good luck tomorrow, man. We appreciate that more than you know, dude. Good luck tomorrow, Anthony. We appreciate you coming out. As always, Dick's Insider said, what's up, gang? How we doing tonight? Good to see the usual suspects.
Good old DC. Appreciate you, man.
Doing good, man. Feeling good. They just canceled work for me tomorrow, and I still get paid, so doing good. Shady in the building. Shady, what is up? I believe it. What is that, an emoji?
Yeah, it's a
Chinese flag.
Chinese
it just
flag.
says CN. So I see.
Probably for the China Man's parlay this week.
Hell yeah. What is up, Shady, man? We appreciate you coming out, brother, hanging out with us. China Man's parlays hit, man.
It's 1-1 of the year so far. I'm keeping track of it.
It's not bad. Jeff Bruno, he said, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect your units at all times. Touch gloves and smash. Hit the like button. We appreciate you coming out and sending all the good vibes, dude. Nigel Lee, a.k.a. Money Banks Locks, Blood Money, and JohnnyKpicks. What up, Nigel, man? Appreciate you hanging out with us. Everybody check out Nigel Lee, a.k.a. Money Bank Locks on Instagram, too. He puts out good bets and good information every single week. Derek Izzy, our dude, is here. He said, love this panel. Let's win some money. Paying for 2 houses is killing me. Damn lease requirements. Damn, ball, 2 houses. And you got that brand new car?
Baller.
The Camaro? Ballin'. Shady. Yep. Mushroom. Bunny Hunter in the building. He said, what's up, my MMA family? Much love, guys. Good luck this weekend. Yes. Good luck, man.
Let's go, Marcos.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I'm rooting for him. Definitely rooting for him. JJ, what's up, fellas? Good luck this weekend. What's up, man? EQ in the house, bringing the luck, man. Appreciate you coming out. Jenna Marie is here. She said, what's up, guys? What is up, Jenna? We appreciate you coming out. Jeff, what's up, gentlemen? What's up, Jeff? Man, we got a lot of the usual suspects out tonight. Right. Got the sharp ones in the chat tonight. Hell yeah. Matt, how'd you guys get Tony Ferguson to come on? Heck yeah. We had to finagle some stuff.
Actually, it's not really that hard anymore. It's weird.
Nope. Shady. Boycott the Super Bowl. Keep track online, but don't give them any views. I'm really watching.
I'm going to watch football. I'm sorry. I got a lot of bets.
I just said Michael Johnson will once again break your hearts. Just bet the under. It's a very good possibility.
Maybe.
We're gonna start this with we're gonna go over the replacement fights, and then we'll get into the actual good fights. But the first fight we're gonna go over is Aki versus Kwamba. MMA Maestro, we'll let you start this one, brother.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll start off. I wasn't that high on Oki coming into Contender Series from watching tape, and I wasn't that high on him against Hadzovic. I'm not saying I was gonna bet on Demir, but so I'm just overall not that high on Oki, and I think that Kwamba, this is a tough fight because like Kwamba coming off of last week had a highlight reel kind of KO early second round. He's coming back up to 150 or coming to 155, his natural weight class and he looked good on the scale and he looked good in the face off. He looked the same size. I'm gonna pick Kwamba to win by decision. I know that's risky right off the top, but I think Oki, he looks great with the athleticism, the muscles, all that good stuff. I just haven't seen it on tape from what I wanted. So I'll take Kwamba decision, but nothing on it in terms of bets, just as a pick.
Yeah. I don't mind it. What's he like, plus 170 or something right now?
It's lower than that, I
plus
think.
155.
Also, it's going down.
Money's coming in on him.
I saw he opened it up like at plus 290, and people were like hammered that. So obviously,
Effie, how you?
I think it's gonna be a lot closer.
Oh yeah. It could definitely play out that way. Effie, how do you see it going down?
It's like the rare occasion of getting a short notice fight, but the new fight is tougher. I think that Oki wins, but minus 180, I'm saying, I didn't get enough time to really look at Kwamba's whole career. I know he actually fought in Vegas last Friday, which is wild, down the street at the Sahara. So it's not like he's coming off the couch, had a full camp. I don't know how much damage he took in his last fight. It seemed like it was a quick finish, but I think Oki's probably going to get the win here. No way I'm laying 2-1. And it sounds like the line's crashing, so a lot of people have faith in this Kwamba kid on short notice. And he did look good on the scale, like Maestro was saying. But so did Oki, man. Oki looked jack. Give me Oki. No action. No reason to bet this fight for me. I'm skipping this fight betting wise. Definitely picking Oki, but I'm interested to see what Kwamba looks like, especially upper weight class.
Yeah. Yo. Yanni K, what you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the same thing Effie did. Like I liked Oki a ton against Demir, like a ton. But now it's gonna be a little bit closer. But then you have this short notice now. This guy literally just fought last week. He did win, so that's good. But he doesn't have to cut too much weight. He's normally a 145er. It's going to be 155 up here now. So I don't know how much it's going to affect him. It might, who knows, but like 4 days, like super short notice, like maybe he wasn't training for like, a few days and he got the call. So he's going to jump right back in. So that is a pretty big red flag for just me in general, even if he is good, which I do think he's a better opponent than Demir, but I'm still going to go with Oki here. I think I don't mind Oki at minus 180, and you might even be able to get him a little bit lower if you wait, because more money's coming in on Kwamba. So to me, I like Oki here. I'm just going. Both these guys are making their UFC debut as well too. So now it's almost like they're even, but you have this guy who's been training all time for this fight, and then this guy's literally coming in on doing a Sean Strickland impression of 3 days off the couch, and he's ready to go. So I'm gonna go with Oki. I think he gets this one done. I don't know how he gets it done though. I'm just gonna I'll say decision, but that's weird, but it is.
Yeah. I mean, you guys all hit some points on it. I don't mind even Maestro taking a shot on Kwamba, because I mean he looked decent against Mateus Vogel, but Mateus Vogel's good. But like watching some of yeah, definitely watching some of Oki's regional scene stuff, I've seen him kind of get tired before in another fight against a lower level guy, but I'm sure he's getting a lot more training and a lot better training now and stuff. But he hits so hard, and then you got Kwamba coming up a weight class, and I don't know. I just got to go with Oki here. You know what I mean? But I don't have no bets on him either, and I'm not going to have any bets on him. But I do think that he can get it done. But people got him, the other dude at plus 290. I mean, it could be good, or he could get dusted right away. Oki hits hard.
Yeah.
Man.
Or maybe Kwamba's going to go out there and he's got one round. He's like, all right, I'm going to try my best. I mean, this was the call, the UFC call. I'm going to have to take it. Yeah. No matter what. Yeah. I'm going to have another fight or two after this. So it is what it is. It's not like he's an undefeated super prospect that he's 8-1. I mean, right. He's not this guy that we've known for years and years waiting for him to come up in the UFC. So
true.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Johnny News in the house, man, with the $10 dono. Appreciate it so much. He said, who is the best dog of the card?
That's easy.
I have Max Griffin at plus 160. Yeah. I got him or Hermansson, man.
Griffin, Hermansson, or Petrosian, but Petrosian's not plus money, so.
Facts. All of them. Love all of them.
I like Petrosian. That's my best dog of the card. I know it's not really the greatest dog. It's barely a dog, but it is a dog.
Yeah.
If you want to get crazy, Bruno Brazil.
You are crazy.
That's crazy in my opinion.
Maestro, you going with Kwamba?
I am going with, not as my best underdog. My best underdog is definitely Max Griffin, in my opinion. Okay. I got him in earlier at plus 170, but I mean, I also like Hermansson. We talked about Pyfer before, but we'll get to him more. But yeah, I mean, I do like Kwamba. He's tough as nails. I know he lost one. I think both these guys are tough. So I mean, even an over 1.5 at minus 170, I think is great. Neither of these guys have shown that they are finishable. So I mean, they do hit hard. So we'll see. But
yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, appreciate the dono so much, Johnny News. You know that, always out here every single week, being a big part of the show. Alejandro MC, what is up? Said, even though I watch y'all regularly, this is my first time commenting. Just wanted to say thank you for the consistent good content and the good vibes. Good luck with the bets.
Right on, man.
Thanks, Alejandro.
Don't be shy, man.
Yeah, always supporting and always listening. But yeah, don't be shy, man. Let us know what you think of the fights. We love talking with everybody in here, man. Get some sharp views in here.
Appreciate you.
And we do, yeah, especially that comment. That's awesome, man. That's what we love to hear. Fight Talk Only in the building. What is up, Fight Talk? Everybody go follow Fight Talk Only on X, man, on Twitter. Puts out excellent content every single week. He does good graphics for people, all kinds of stuff, and just a big part of the community. And he said, what's up, gang? Been a long week. I feel you on that. He said, can't wait to watch some fights. Let's go, Daniel Marcos. Yes, sir. Peru. I'm with you. Matt said Kwamba's not off the couch, though, bro. He just fought like a week ago.
Yeah, I just meant like he fought and then he wasn't been doing
that
too
is,
much
yeah. I don't
that.
think you go right into the back into the gym. You know what I mean? Like
probably,
when they faced
a few
off,
rest days.
he's like in good shape because he's 145 pound, 150. But I felt like as for a fighter for that division, like he had his shorts pulled up when they faced up real high, but it just seemed like he looked a little soft, even in a week. Like if you're not going right back to working out after fighting, even a week can take a little toll on you. But yeah, that's good though. At least he wasn't like legit. Obviously he's been training, but Tyler from 138 MMA. What is up, man? Everybody go follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube under 138 MMA. He said, oh shit, y'all have Effie on here this week. How did I miss that? Effie is the man, and everyone should know it. He is. That's our dude.
Thanks,
It's our
bro.
day one dude. Day
Yes,
one
sir.
dude, man. Dixon said, Cody, not gonna lie, I'm low-key very upset you didn't tell me Bruno Brazil had an OnlyFans. I did not know that myself. Can't believe I've been missing out. Said the OnlyFans fade is live this week. Queen Loma will take us to the promised land. Her hair was looking nice too.
War Loma.
I didn't know that my damn self, Dixon. I'm like I'm do a deep dive. You know what I mean?
I thought you knew like every Brazilian woman OnlyFans. Like you have it on like a list.
You learn something new every day, Johnny.
There's
That's
some
fair
cute
enough.
ones, man.
Yeah.
Andrade.
Lime scenes Lion scenes low for Rodriguez. Yeah, I mean it hasn't really moved.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate, but I like Rodriguez.
I like Rodriguez too, but it's so risky with the chin. Palm Atlantic, what's up? He said, let's
Gambling,
go.
baby.
Let's go, man. We appreciate you coming out and dropping a comment for the Algo Palm Atlantic. Nice name. I like the picture. I like it. Paul Midgley said, hi guys, hope y'all having a successful weekend. I worked today, so I already got a little dough in the bank from it.
There you go.
It's going good so far. We'll know more tomorrow though. Off the couch means something different to
Yeah.
me. But yeah.
I knew what you meant. I just
Yeah.
said it like that. Because he was probably doing nothing for the last like 3 or 4 days. Let's be honest. That's what I meant.
I wonder how much he has to cut again. Because I don't
He
think
probably
it's
didn't have to cut
Not
too
much.
much. Maybe like 5 pounds, I would say. Maybe.
Depends how much of a good time he had after that fight.
Yeah, I don't know how much he walks around at. You might walk around at like what, 160 or 165 or something. You think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what I was gonna say. Looks like
Yeah.
about 160.
All right, next fight is gonna be Fernie Garcia versus Emil. What's this dude's name? Emil Hyder. Effie, we'll let you start this one, brother.
Yeah, so right away, minus 220. I don't like it. To me, that's a lot to pay on a relatively unproven guy, especially at this level of competition. But Fernie is not the guy that I want to be backing on and putting my money on. You know, he's very hittable, dude. Has kind of been matched up with some pretty good grapplers, so I don't even know if his grappling is that bad, or if just like any decent grappler can get the best of him. But you know, obviously he has shown back takedown defense. And I just think that Hyder Mills is actually takedownable. Like, he has bad takedowns himself. Like, he can get taken down. He just goes forward. That Gibson fight, dude, the way he was getting taken down was super worrisome. Like, I'm watching that, and I'm like, how he won this fight? Because I already know the result, but I'm watching, like, how the hell does he get out of this? You know, has pretty good sub-defense and ended up sparking the guy with a good right hand. So, yeah, man, I like Emil. He probably should win this fight. To me, Fernie Garcia is, you know, striking defense is what's going to cost him this fight. He's super hittable. He relies on being Mexican too much. Give me Hyder Emil, man. I wouldn't be shocked to see him finish this fight, but my best bet is Hyder Emil decision.
Okay. All right. Maestro, how do you see it going down?
Yeah, I mean, I see it very similar to what Effie was saying. I mean, good on Fernie for taking this on short notice, keeping this fight on, and letting Hyder get his UFC debut. I don't like betting UFC debutants up straight. I think the over or the under 2.5 is a great line at plus 185. I think even though Fernie Garcia is really tough, like super tough guy, I just think he could have gotten cut. He's taking this fight on short notice. He's like, okay, sweet. I don't necessarily have to survive this one. I'm thinking short notice. I'll just pack my bags up, get the cash. I'll get another fight. So I'm just thinking with Hyder's pressure, his boxing style. I watched his fight with I forget when one of the fights in the LFA, and he was just putting it on him the first round, was getting taken down in the second, and then was able to come back in the third. And he's kind of got that El Nino style. He comes out of that gym. So like, I don't think he covers. I mean, I think he covers the price. I just don't like taking UFC debutants out of Dana White Contender Series on money lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually pretty good idea.
Fernie's going up a weight class too, huh?
Yeah.
On short notice.
That too.
Yep.
Oof.
Matt R said relies on being Mexican too much. That's line of
I
the
like
night
that.
so far. That was
I
a
like
good
it.
one. That was a good one. Yanni K, how you see this going down?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Emil side here too, but I'm not like super confident. He's making his UFC debut, and I don't think he's like super amazing, but he does have power in his hands. He pushes forward. He's durable. He can mix in some wrestling here and there, but he's gonna keep it on the feet. And then Garcia, like, He's not dangerous anywhere. He's taking this fight on super short notice, up a weight class. He's not really a finisher. His takedown defense isn't amazing. So he's just a guy basically taking this fight on short notice. And I'm not trying to be mean, but he's just not that great. So I got to go with Emil here. Like all signs point to him, even though I'm not confident he wins. He probably should win this fight 9 out of 10 times, but UFC debut. He's 33 years old too. It's not like he's this young prospect up and coming. He's had 8 fights in his career. He's 8-0. A lot of red flags everywhere. Let's put it that way. But give me Emil to win. I say by decision because Fernie is tough and he's Mexican and he uses it a lot. So it's a good trait. You got to use it. He's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. What you guys said, man. Yeah. If what's his name? What's the dude's name? Just freaking did tape study. No, the little dude from Japan that beat the shit out of Fernie last time.
Nakamura or something.
Rinya.
Yeah. If he didn't finish fucking Fernie, this dude's
True.
definitely not finishing Fernie, dude. That Nakamura is a bad dude, man. They got Nakamura and Tatsuro. So you got 25 and 35, and both them dudes look like they could be champs when they're both kids still. But yeah, man, in this fight, I like the Emil Heider dude, but I'm not super impressed. I watched the fights that Maestro's talking about, and I seen him gas out. He beat the shit out of this dude in the first round and then kind of slowed down that dude. And that guy was not good at all. And that dude took him down in the second, was controlling him. And the third was close, man. And Fernie, he fights to split decisions and stuff like that all the time. But Fernie's just so low output, man. It's going to be different, though. This will be the first time we're going to see Fernie. I think this stays standing most of the time. I don't think Emil is going to be able to take him down or maybe even try to shoot
I think
much.
He could, but he won't.
He might try, but if he does, Fernie's get up game's terrible, but he's got decent first level takedown defense. But in this fight, I'm going to take Emil. He's a little bigger. He's in great shape. Fernie's taking this fight on short notice, and he just doesn't do enough for me. Fernie, it looks like he could do something maybe, but he just won't put the output out there. And the dude just relies on being Mexican too much,
I love it.
Yeah, that was a great one, dude. So yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Emil, but I'm staying far away from this fight, man. Eddie Santana in the house. He said, "Gang, what is up, man? We appreciate you coming out, Eddie. Dropping the comment for us, brother." Wakwa, I'm saying that wrong. Wakwaz says
close enough.
He's been inactive due to injury. I don't know if he saw because he was talking about Hermansson. But I don't think so. I think I seen an interview with him where he said he was just waiting for a good fight, one he wanted, an easy one. He got it.
Maybe.
Arturo,
maybe Dana was like, "You better take this fight."
Dana can't get in that ring for Pyfer. Arturo, what is up? He said, "Shout out, y'all. Shout out, bro. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us on this Friday night, man.
Yes,
spending a little time with us. Let us know who you like in some of these fights, man. Rinya's my boy. Rinya's a beast.
He's a beast, dude.
He is a beast. I love it. Alex said, "Hey, Cody, hey, Johnny, another tough card this week, in my opinion." You're right, Alex, for sure. It's hard to find I find most of the more known fighters and tried to fight from there. Don't forget Ray. Yeah, I can. I'm biased. Sayura. He might be the best Japanese prospect yet. Yep. Emil inside the distance. Oh, got him finishing. What a bet. What's up, too? I got him finishing, Fernie. And a short notice.
I got one.
Okay. Blindota, gonna have to start calling you Cody Ferguson after all these losses, too. Once you check all them wins, you start calling me John Jones, Flynn. Step your joke game up. Come on, Flynn. That's how you come in with that.
Come on, Flynn.
In caps lock, he goes, "This is going."
You're gonna go full mushroom on us?
No, he came in all caps lock. He goes,
all caps.
Love
dude.
this. He was picturing
only mushroom does full caps.
Faces. None of that, Flynn Dota. None of it. All right, let's get into some real fights. And you already know my stuff's out. But we appreciate you coming out, Flynn. I'm messing with you. Men's light heavyweight division, Zach Boga and Bogdan. This is how they had it, man. Well, I had these other fights.
That's pretty close, actually. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Johnny K, you can start this one, brother.
Yeah, this is an interesting fight. I'm not run into the bank here to get a loan to put any money on this fight. I'll say that, but Guskov is one of those guys where he's going to try to get you out of there in the first round. He's got a crazy right hand. He's got good power. If he does take you down, he's got good ground and pound, but like he doesn't really go over 1.5 at all. Like I think he's been over 1.5 like once or twice. So Pauga is like the opposite guy. He's going to clinch up against the cage. He's going to push you up there, and he's going to wear you out. And that's about all he does well. Let's be honest. Like his striking isn't all that great. Not technical. He does have okay power if he lands, but he's strong. He's durable, and that's what he does. He holds you up against the cage. So it just depends on what you think is going to happen. Do you think he's going to wear him out till after 1.5 rounds and he wins, or do you think Guskov will land a shot? I'm just going to take a stab. I'm going to take a stab at the more dangerous guy with Guskov here. I think he gets a knockout. Why not? Because I don't think these guys are great at all, and anything can happen in a low-level, light heavyweight fight. So I'm not very high on either guy, though. So I'm not betting it, but I'm going with the underdog. Let's go. You're on mute.
Well, I said, speaking of Tony Ferguson, any action? Who do you got in this fight?
Oh, yeah, I hate this fight, but I actually really agree with Johnny. To me, there's a light heavyweight fight with only one guy having really finishing upside in, and that's this freak Guskov looking dude. Zach Pauga has no finishing ability. He couldn't even finish Jordan Wright. That's a terrible look.
That is, yeah.
He tends to go to decision a lot, man, but it's weird because he was doing good against Bukauskas in his last fight, and he just got rocked a couple times, and that's what cost him the fight. But, dude, I got to go with the underdog here. But there's no value. His knockout prop, I think, is like plus 120. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that's his most likely path to victory. I'm not touching this fight. A lot of unreliable fighters on this card, and I just don't see a reason to bet this fight. If you're going to pick Pauga, take him to win via decision. So, I'm going with the underdog here. No action. Yeah. Yeah, see? I agree. Knocker pass.
Yeah. Maestro, let's hear your breakdown.
Yeah, I mean, this is very similar to what Johnny and Effie said. I mean, this is a light heavyweight fight. This is a finishing division, and one guy has all of his wins by finish, and one guy has only one win by finish. So I'm gonna go with the guy that is a finisher. So yeah, it's pretty easy for me. I mean, Pauga did clip Bukauskas, but he also got clipped by Bukauskas, and I think Bogdan clipped what's his name? A couple times.
Jordan Wright?
No, Bogdan clipped
Bogdan,
the Switzerland guy, the Swiss guy.
Volkan. Yeah, he hit him with one. Hit
him a couple times, maybe once, maybe twice. But what happens if that hits Pauga? I think Pauga's a lot more. He's not nearly as quick. Yeah, I just think in Pauga's interviews, he said he's like, I'm going to take it to him, and whether that be his wrestling, he's going to be coming forward. I just think that doesn't bode well because I've seen a couple knockouts of Bogdan's where he's moving back, clipped the guy, and he was out cold. Like, he slumped dudes out cold. So I'm going to take the more dangerous guy in Guskov. And I have a bet on Guskov, too. I know it's risky, but I faded him last time. I'll go with him this time.
I did fade him last time, too.
Yeah. I faded the shit out of him last time. And it went exact. I mean, he might have landed
it went exactly the way.
Yeah, he might have landed a decent shot or two because he's a big dude with his right hand. But Volkan blasted him, hurt him with a jab right off the bat, which he got pretty much almost knocked out with a jab. And the one loss he had to the 185-pound Russian dude that hit him with the jab and freaking wobbled him and then put him out cold. I think Bogdan Guskov's a complete fraud. If you check his record of the people he beat, they're all terrible. And then anytime he stepped up and fought a decent person, he's got his ass whooped. But all he's got is a right hand. He don't throw really kicks. He's not throwing a jab. He's just he's like the 205 Priscilla Cachoeira. He literally only has that right hand. And it's fast and has power, but dude, for 3 minutes. I watched this one fight where he fought this other kickboxer dude, and the dude started taking him down. And it was like that. He dropped that dude in the first round. That dude survived, got up, beat him up, took him down, and was beating him up. And this was maybe 5 fights ago for him. And then in the set, that dude took him down so easy because this dude has no grappling. I'm telling you, he has okay takedown defense, but no grappling. They even asked Johnny Walker's brother, that trains with him, like how good's his wrestling? And he was like, he's got pretty good takedown defense. And they were like, what about his like BJJ? And he's like, he's got pretty good takedown defense. So basically, like he's going to keep the fight standing. Or yeah, so like, and I just don't think the dude's good. He's never beat anybody good in his life. Like I said, if you go check his like every time he stepped up in competition, he got beat. Like Zach Pauga, I thought he beat Modestas Bukauskas last fight. Modestas Bukauskas, he's not bad. He's not great. He's not elite by any means, but he's not bad. And I thought Pauga beat him, and I think Modestas Bukauskas would beat this dude down too, because I really only think this dude has like 3 minutes of fight in him, to be honest. But Pauga's like not bad, and he's pretty safe in his striking. So like where Volkan did get cracked a couple times, he was exchanging with him. You know what I mean? Volkan would get in the pocket with you and just start throwing because he trusts his power and chin, which it ended up working out. But he did crack him a couple times. But I don't know, man. I freaking like I like Zach Pauga here a lot, like because I think that like in the beginning of the fight he has pretty good defense to stand with him, and then I think he can push him up against the cage, possibly take him down, because Bukauskas is a huge dude and he was taking him down. He didn't get much control time, but he took him down. I think he can take this dude down and just kind of wear on him. And if Pauga gets this guy out of the first round, I really think he finishes him in the second or third. I know he's not a finisher, but either on the feet. And Pauga's got them weird too. Like I've seen Guskov 2 different times get hurt with a jab, right? And Pauga's got this weird like jump in shovel Superman jab that he is doing against Bukauskas. His striking looked a little better, and he looked a lot bigger than him too at face-offs and stuff. So I just really like Pauga here. I didn't bet him. I wanted to bet him. I'm trying to stay away from like these kind of fights, but man, I liked him, dude, like a lot. Like I think this Guskov dude's a complete fraud for real. Let's see. Guskov KO, Dixon says in 60 seconds. Jaden said, man, these are tough fights to pick. Yeah, going Guskov. And I can't blame really people on either side. I really don't think this dude's legit. Thomas, what is up, Thomas? And Jaden, what's up too, Jaden? Appreciate you coming out. I just seen that. Thomas said Guskov fought Uzdemir and actually had a couple of good moments against a legit contender. Guskov not flattened Pauga. Blood Money, did you go to the barber and ask for the Wyatt Earp shave? Looks blank, put a cowboy hat on. Hey, man, that's what we do. I'm growing it out. Let's see. Jumbo Loco said, what's up, guys? Not a lot of confident spots, on this card, but it's time to make a comeback. It definitely is. And appreciate you coming out, Jumbo. You're coming out every single week. What a bet. I had Pauga over Usman. I'll pass on this fight. Gotta go, boys. Have a great night. Keep up the great work. Thanks, what a bet, and thanks for coming out, dude, commenting with us. And yeah, man, he beat Usman in the first round of that fight, and then see what happened. But he's usually durable. He took some pretty decent shots against Bukauskas. Anthony Smith versus Bogdan Guskov is a dream. They should make that just to make it just for fun.
That's the Spider-Man meme where they're all looking at each other like, wait.
He looks like a Hills Have Eyes version of Anthony Smith. Like something went wrong. He got contaminated.
He's the Uzbekistani Anthony Smith.
I think he's got like the alopecia stuff too, where I don't know if he ever like had hair and stuff. He's a crazy looking dude. Pauga's about to become the Shannon Ross of the light. I don't know. I think he's durable. He got knocked out at heavyweight, but like he had like 7 amateur fights. He's like what?
I think like Johnny Walker's the Shannon Ross of the light heavyweight division.
He just fights beasts, man. Might as well put Guskov versus Ihor. Yeah, there you go.
That would be fun for 2 minutes.
There you go. Or what's the other dudes? Dude, who the Chinese dude fighting that Bredson Ribeiro dude coming up?
Oh,
he actually got knocked out by that Askar Morozov. The dude that had the whole fake record and shit came in the UFC. That dude actually got knocked out by him.
Yeah.
Fight not go. Yeah. I agree with that, especially in the small cage. Robert, what's up, Robert? Too appreciate you coming out, brother. Jumbo is a adult babysitter. What's up, fellas? Absolutely love Ige this weekend. These are the fights he wins. What's up, Ethan? Man, we appreciate you coming out.
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight though. Guskov is the love child of Anthony Smith and Steph.
Oh, wow.
True.
Next fight, another one in the men's light heavyweight division. Devin Clark versus Marcin Prachniow and MMA Maestro. Let us know how you see this one going down.
Yeah, man, I see this one going down. I see Devin Clark winning this one. I think he can get him out in the later rounds. I mean, Marcin Prachnio hasn't showed me anything really in the UFC that he deserves to be in the. I mean, trust me, destroy him. Like, it would kill me, but that's not the point. I just don't think he's meant for this light heavyweight division. I think Devin Clark is a grinder. He is tough as nails. I mean, the dude had his jaw basically destroyed by the Hulk, and he just continued to fight. So, yeah, I mean, I like Devin Clark in this spot. Prachnio has terrible wrestling defense, in my opinion. I mean, Petrino was taking him down at will with just pure athleticism, and Prachnio just gave up his back. And, I mean, dude, Petrino was looking up at his corner and was like, what do I do when he was on his back? Or, like, when he was on him. And he goes, oh, okay, just arm triangle. And he goes for the arm triangle. And the Prachnio was like, oh, I'll just stay here. Like, he's not – that's the third round. So I have a small bet on Devin Clark third round because I just think he's just going to wear on him. I don't think he's going to make it like a fight at range striking that what Prachnio wants. So I have Devin Clark in this. I also have him in a parlay. So I'm pretty confident in Devin Clark, even though, I mean, these are lower level, but I think he's higher than that lower level. That makes sense.
True. No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. He's a medium level, but he's like a
medium low, a schmedium if you want to say.
Effie, how you see this one going down, brother?
Yeah, I'm going with Clark as well. But like Cody was mentioning a little bit earlier, these aren't the type of fighters I'm trying to put money on. I'm avoiding this. Probably my least, anticipated fight on the card. I'm glad we're talking about it early because I'm not looking forward to this fight, but I hope your bet hits. I hope that parlay hits. I'm going with Devin Clark. I think the small cage helps him here. Prachnio he's 3-5 in the UFC, and I think he gets cut if he loses this. But he got a free win because William Knight didn't do anything. Like William Knight didn't do anything in that fight. Yeah. That's absolutely crazy. And like you were saying, Maestro, his takedown defense and his defensive grappling is just bad in general. I'm not high on this guy. I'm pretty low, honestly. Give me Devin Clark. Like I said, though, I'm not betting these guys, but I think Devin Clark should win this fight, and he probably does finish this inside the distance.
Yeah, let's go, Johnny. How you see it?
Yeah, I'm on the Devin Clark train as well, but again, I'm not gonna touch this fight though because both guys. I do trust Clark more so than Prachnio, but Prachnio he's got good power in his hands early, good kicks. But his cardio is an issue. His takedown defense is an issue. At least Clark has two good rounds of cardio in him, and I think he can get that wrestling going. Especially on Prachnio here, and he should be able to get it done. That's literally the breakdown, and if he doesn't, he's probably going to lose the fight. But I just don't see how he doesn't wrestle here and just basically win minutes that way, ground and pound, and then maybe just wear him out enough to get like a head and arm or triangle, whatever, and it's over from there. So I could see a second or third round submission, maybe ground and pound knockout if he really gets dead, but I think Clark wins this one. But I'm just not going to bet it because I've had some PTSD moments with Clark fights, and I'm just not going to stand away.
Yeah. Me too. I do like Clark here, but probably not minus. What is he like 225 or something like that? But I do like him to win, but because he has decent takedown defense and then an okay get up game like he showed against Felipe Lins. I watched that a lot. I mean, because dude, Petrino's like that dude's so big. I don't know how that guy's a 205 pounder. Like maybe he could get good enough eventually and win the 205 and then go up to heavyweight because he's huge. But
the legs.
Yeah. But Prachnio has because Prachnio's not a small dude. And when they fought, he was so much bigger than Prachnio. It was crazy. But Prachnio does have his little karate style, taekwondo, bounce in and out. And if this just stays a striking match, he definitely has a chance to win it. I mean, he beat Khalil Roundtree in a striking match, but it's not gonna. Devin Clark's definitely gonna come out here, mix in the grappling, and Devin Clark has heavy hands too. So if Prachnio gets lazy and gets hit, he could get put out himself. But if not, Devin Clark, man, he's a grinder. He's gonna grind you up against the fence, hit you with the takedown. You might get back up, but he's just gonna keep doing it some more. So I like Clark here, but I don't have no bets on this either. I would kind of like the over. But I think that was even kind of juiced up pretty high for the over 2.5. So
yeah, I don't like. If it was 1.5, I would like the over more so. But 2.5 is minus 166, and I wouldn't. Nah.
Yeah, It's because Pragnell could be finished, Clark could be finished.
Exactly.
Shout out Uncle Weezy in the house, man. He said, "Yo, what's good, fellas? Let's have a big week this week for sure, man."
Yes, sir.
Everybody check out Uncle Weezy on everything. He's one of the best, nicest guys in this game, and then he's got the best stats. He's got awesome bets, everything, man. A great show. It's entertaining. So everybody check out Uncle Weezy on everything. He's got a Patreon. He's on X. I don't think he's on Instagram. But YouTube, check him out. Him and Brady's Stat Digger show is amazing. I can't wait to do. They're going to come on our show for UFC 299, right?
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait to do some more content with them guys. Whenever you guys need us, need me, need Johnny, any of us, we're ready, dude. Ethan said, Clark fights scare me. I think he'll win, but I'm staying away betting wise. Yo, good. Oh my God. Let's see. T. Rati. I'm saying that. Paku. That's what it is.
Paku.
Hey, what's up, guys? And Wheezy. Got to shout you out. What's up, man? And definitely got to shout out Wheezy. Let's go. Armando, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out right now. Drake MMA, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming out again. Johnson, Jack, Wells, Petrosian.
Okay.
I like that Jack pick and the Petrosian. I don't even mind the Johnson. Fortune Cook, what is up, man? He said, "What's up, blood? What is up?" He said, "You told me tailing this week. Don't agree with Hermansson, but with tail the 5 bets. Let's go. All parlay. Let's go. I'm ready for a big week. What's the odds? It's got to be a good. Over
1,000 has to be.
Especially, man. I don't even lose 2 weeks in a row, let alone big like that. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna get my money back.
Get it back.
I'm gonna get their money back.
There you go.
That's what's gonna happen. Max Griffin is the lock. Let's go. He's more skilled and durable. Magny couldn't hold him down, and Wells won't either. What's up, TM? Appreciate you coming out. Weezy said, "Looking forward to doing 299 with you guys." Yes, sir, man.
It's gonna be fun.
Yep, I've been getting to catch their show live at work now that I work midnights on Sunday night, except this week the Super Bowl will be on. But I think they'll probably do it. I think they said on their last show they're doing it on Monday or something. Okay. So, so can't wait. What is up? Okay, next fight, men's bantamweight. We got Daniel Marcos versus Aori Lang. I seen 138 MMA's post earlier on Twitter, and I think he said we're saying that completely wrong. But
I'm gonna say the way
that's his name at this point. That's the name.
Sorry.
That's the
fire name. That's fire. Arichi Lang. That's fire.
Yeah.
I say it even worse than that. I say Aori Lang.
Yeah. I say how it's spelled. That's how we usually do it. But dude's tough, man. Effie, you can start this one.
Yeah, going with Marcos here in this fight. That line is wide though, man. I know a lot of people are confident in Marcos this week, and I think he wins this fight. Arichi Lang also someone like Fernando Garcia that's just way too hittable. His striking defense to me isn't the best, and we're in a small apex cage here, but dude, minus 260 on Marcos. I can't get there. I like him as a prospect. I think he's pretty good. He should be able to land frequently here on, Arichi, but I just can't pay that price. I'm going to pass. I'm going with the favorite. I think it goes to the decision. So I'm going to go Marcos decision.
Nice. Johnny, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm on the Marcos train as well. I think he's just the better striker. I think he's very durable. He's got pretty good cardio. He did lose the fight against Davy Grant. I will say that right now. I'm going to get it out of the way. But, I don't think Aori Lang could beat Davy Grant at all either. Let's be honest. So, to me, I think he's just the better striker. Aori can land a power shot maybe and knock him out, but Marcos has never been knocked out. So, I don't think it's going to happen. So, I think that's his path to victory. I think Marcos has more volume. I think he'll be able to win at least the first 2 rounds, and Aori slows down as the fight goes on too. So, Marcos is probably going to win the early rounds, and then he's probably just going to win the fight by decision. So I like the overs here. I like Marcos by decision. I like Marcos in a parlay. I think he's good for a parlay. He's good to go. Nice.
Maestro, how you see this one going down?
Yeah. I'm leaning a little differently. I think the price is a little too steep for Marcos, especially on the scale today. He looked pretty beat up, just in my opinion. I think Arichi Lang, I think this is going to be a glorified striking match, or like just a striking match. Like, I don't think either guy is going for takedowns. I think both guys are super tough. Like, Arichi Lang got slumped by Amin Zahabi, but they're taking some good stuff up there, up in Montreal nowadays. Like, I just, Yeah, like that's his only knockout loss. Like I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think. I think he's gonna be with Arichi Lang at his natural weight class at 135. Like he was draining himself down at 125. He's at Fight Ready out there in Arizona. They got good fighters at 135. Like, I mean, I think it's dog or pass. I'm not super confident on it, but I'm just playing a little devil's advocate here. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Daniel Marcos a lot in this fight. Like, Aori Q Lang, he's tough and he's pretty well rounded. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to get no wrestling going here. The biggest thing is I think Marcos has like more powerful leg kicks and stuff because Aori Q Lang hasn't really finished it. Has he finished? Well, Cameron Else, but he wasn't even finishing dudes down at 125. But the thing I really like is that Marcos has good cardio, and like almost every single fight Aori Q Lang's in, he gasses in the third round. Like both the fights he lost to Molina and Durden, he gassed in the third, and even to Jay Perrin. Like he almost got finished by Jay Perrin in like the last 40 seconds of that fight, just because he slowed down. He was just up against the cage getting beat up. But I like Marcos here. I think even if it's close to first 2 rounds, I think he takes over in the third round. I kind of like as a little prop bet, Daniel Marcos by third round finish, because he can put a pace on guys. Like him and Davey Grant kind of just stared at each other. They both had good power though, but they didn't fight like we thought they were going to. But if these dudes throw down, because usually Aori Q Lang does, I think by the third round, Marcos like could catch him with something when he's gassed out. But I like Marcos here a lot. Like Aori Q Lang's pretty good, but I just don't see where he's like great anywhere. And I think Marcos has better striking. So, and I think it's going to be standing most of the time. Mm-hmm. So, and better cardio. So definitely Marcos for me. Let's see. Marcos, Fight Talks only is on Marcos. Let's go. Next fight. This is going to be an excellent one, dude. A really good fight. Like either way, it's going to be good. Men's welterweight, Jeremiah Wells versus Max Griffin. And Johnny K, I'm going to let you start this one.
All right. Well, I know I'm going to be on an island because I've seen only Max Griffin bets this week, but I like Jeremiah Wells here. And I'm not saying Max Griffin is washed or old or whatever. He is up there in age, but so is Wells. But he's just not – he's good everywhere, but he's just not amazing anywhere. He's a good striker. He's got good takedown defense. He's got good cardio. He's durable. He's not really a finisher anymore. He hasn't finished anybody in forever. And Jeremiah Wells is just the finisher in this fight. He's the dangerous guy. He has very good grappling, got very good submissions. He has power in his hands. Not the most technical guy, though. Is going to be a little bit shorter than Griffin, but he's very quick on his feet. Very good takedowns as well. What scares me about him, though, is the third round. Other than that, I think he wins this fight. I don't know if it's going to be by decision or maybe he catches Griffin with a power shot early or something like that, because we've seen Griffin get touched up a little bit. He took a lot. He's been taking some damage against really good guys, though, and he's up there in age. So we don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm going to say Jeremiah Wells wins by decision. I think he does enough enough moments. He's going to have better moments than Griffin, even though Griffin will probably win round 3, I would say. But in the first 2 rounds, I can see a lot of like maybe some grappling situations and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just going to go with the more dangerous guy, Jeremiah Wells.
All right. Effie, how do you see it going down?
Yeah, I'm going with the underdog, Max Griffin, in this fight. No action for me, though, because he's still a little bit unreliable, in my opinion. If Michael Morales didn't have a granite chin, that fight could have gone a lot differently, man. I had a 5-unit max bet on Morales, and there were moments where Max Griffin was doing all right. I know Morales is a way better fighter than Wells here and completely different styles, but a little bit of a step down in competition, in my opinion, here. He got a crazy hot prospect, and now he's getting a 37-year-old aging fighter here. And I think the grappling advantage is quite significant here for Wells, which does worry me. But in the clinch, I feel like Max Griffin's going to hold his own, not get reversed along the cage. I think that he has a real chance to win this fight, man. I understand why he's an underdog. But, man, I'm going with Max Griffin. I just can't get to the window. I want to be very stingy with my bets. So no, I'm going with Max Griffin. Yeah.
Me and Dirty. Look at that. Me and Dirty again.
You and Dirty on it. He said
dude, we were killing it, Dirty. You and me. We go.
Okay. Maestro, how do you see this one going down?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with Effie on this one. I'm with Max Griffin. See, like Wells, I'll start with Wells. So Wells, he weirds me out with the way he starts like rounds and fights. Like he against Semmelsberger, he was just coming in winging shots with his chin wide, like chin first. It was crazy. And Max Griffin has very, very crisp boxing, long, like straight crisp boxing, right, like left, right down the pipe. He's dropped like multiple fighters in his, like he's dropped 4 fighters or 4 times in the past 5 fights, and he didn't beat. He won the first round against Morales. He looked great, and then he gassed out. I also liked what he was saying on the mic this week. He was talking about how he's just going to go out there and just be a dog and just kind of just go out there and try and, like, this is MMA, not really go for points and look style and just kind of get in there and get gritty. I like that. I just think he's got great get up games. He's very well rounded. Not well rounded. Sorry, he's well proven in the UFC. So yeah, give me the more well proven guy when they're both the same age, who's got just the better striking, in my opinion, and better striking defense. Like, he has been dropped, but the dude just keeps fighting. He's got a great chin. So, yeah, give me Max Griffin.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on Griffin. When I watch tape, like, it's going to be a really good fight unless one of them gets the finish, which both these dudes are durable. Like Jeremiah Wells, his first finish was that last loss. And Max Griffin's only been finished 1 time in 29 fights. And that was a long time ago. It was like one of his first couple fights in the UFC. But just feel like it's like Maestro said, man. Jeremiah Wells throws heat, but he just like either puts his head down or he like leaves his head open, like, or head back when he's just throwing them bombs, and he can be touched. And Max Griffin does have crispy boxing. Like, we were in Columbus, we seen him drop Neil Magny. I thought he beat Neil Magny in that fight.
Very close. Yeah.
Wells and Magny would be a good fight. But yeah, man, I just think that Griffin, it's never really been the way to beat him. Just take him down and hold him down. He's got like good offensive and defensive wrestling himself. Jeremiah Wells, like, he's not shooting like a technical double leg on you. Like, usually he just muscles you up against the cage and muscles you down. And it's going to work. Like, he's going to get a takedown or two, but I just don't think he submits Max Griffin. He's a decent level black belt. And then I think when they're on the feet, Max Griffin is going to be like a level above him. And just the movement, the striking, all that. Because Wells, like, but I mean, Wells could catch anybody at any time for sure. But I don't know, man. I just think if he stays standing, Max Griffin could beat him up. You seen what Semmelsberger did every time he touched him. The difference is that Max Griffin actually has decent takedown defense. So if he hits him with a big shot, I don't think that he's just going to muscle Max Griffin to the ground and hold him down for the next 4.5 minutes. So I got him at plus 160. I was pretty happy with it. It's going to be a dogfight. Unless one of them finishes the other, it's going to be a dogfight for 3 rounds. Like Effie said, I had a big bet on Morales too against Max Griffin. And like, Max won the first round against Morales and was cracking. And Morales, that's one thing. He's got one of the best chins you're ever going to see. He's got a giant head. He's got a little chin. He's got a big ass head, but like, that dude can take a punch. But he's got a giant neck. But and then the second round was close, and then the third round's like, he was still fighting good. Morales took over. He's a 24-year-old beast. But give me Max Griffin. I think he can win a close decision, or I think he may be even able to stop Wells on the feet. So I like him. I like the line too. I know it's going down now. He's like plus 120 or something, but
I like the line.
For Wells at minus 140 or something.
Not at when it was originally, when everybody got Griffin at like plus 170.
He got banished from my bankroll. I had him against Blood Diamond, but the way he started that fight, like Maestro said, like he ran around in a circle and like fell down.
He still won. He still won.
Dude, what if he would have ripped his toe off in the fence, though?
Bro, I had money on that, and I was like, "What?
I did too.
Fuck is going on?
But
What is he doing?"
Dude, it's almost Jake Ellenberger 2.0.
And he's a beast, though, dude. Like, Wells is very strong, very explosive. So
very good grappler, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in striking. So like, Max Griffin's good to have to mind his P's and Q's. I just don't think that he's going to get held down. Like Carlson Harris, when he got taken down against Wells, like he didn't even really try to get up. Like he was just locking him down so he didn't get like punched and stuff, but he never really tried to get up. But we'll see. It's going to be a very good fight. I just thought the line was definitely way off. Don, what is up, Don? He said Marcos has locked the card. I'm confident in Wells. Okay. All right. Don't jinx Marcos by saying that. I need him in a parlay. Don's got us. He's good luck. Jumbo said, yeah, people are letting The Harris loss distracted him. Wells is the better fighter.
It did hurt my heart, though. I will say that because I
We
had
were
a bet
there
on
in
Wells.
Nashville.
And
We
he
were
was
there in
winning.
Nashville.
We were waiting to get like a beer, and I looked over, and because Wells was winning the whole freaking fight, and I looked over, and they got choked out. And I'm just like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I had Harris by sub in that one.
No,
And his money line. And so, but dude, I was like, what a terrible bet. This is awful. And I'm like, I'm a genius.
I am awesome.
But yeah, that was crazy.
That's always nice when it works out like that. Next fight is in the women's strawweight division. We got Loma Lukbumi versus Bruna Brazil. Effie, I'm gonna let you start this one. You
Bro,
have some interesting.
So straight up, Loma is my favorite woman fighter on the roster. I love Loma. I had a max bet on her against Elise Reed. I love her. I don't get this line. Minus 300. I can't. No way, dude. No way. That's insane. But to me, this is the don't overthink it fight of the week. She's probably going to finish this chick. And if not Loma decision, I think it's plus 160 because on the feet, man, it's just night and day to me. She's way more technical kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter, and her wrestling's improving. But the big red flag for me, guys, is she's not posting anything. And I don't even know if she's still at Bang Tao MMA with the Hickman brothers. The Hickman brothers are the guys that got her wrestling looking sharp, and they're great coaches. But they're not posting about her, and she's not posting with them. I don't know what's going on there. So if she was with Bang Tao, I would be pretty confident she's going to finish this fight. Bruna Brazil is not very good, dude. She lost a round to one of the worst fighters I've ever seen signed to the UFC. A straight up IG model took a round off this girl, Shannon Bannon. I had money on Bruna Brazil in that fight too, so it's not like I don't like either fighter in this fight. But minus 300, I don't know. A lot of clinching in this fight. I think that Loma should be able to get those trips. I do like her judo throws, a very good Uchimata. But man, I don't know, man. Minus 300, I just can't get behind it, even though she's like one of my favorite fighters. So I'm going with Loma Lukbumi. I wouldn't be shocked if she finishes this fight, but I don't mind a plus 160 decision to get off that minus 300 line.
Yeah, Loma's training in Canada now. That's where she's not at the in Thailand no more. But
damn, see,
yeah,
the Canadian chicks have been on fire. So
that's what I said.
Not the dudes.
Not the dudes.
Siri CD, he looked like a beast.
He won.
He won. He should have won.
I know.
I mean, good on Tavares. He throws bombs.
Yeah, that was a banger.
4.5 pounds over, and they give him the split. And the other dude's
That's
home
the
city.
worst part.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Let's see. I already put that up. Jumbo. Yeah, that is true though about Wells. Bruno's head kick of Martin McMahon gave her false confidence. She loses minutes in every fight, thinking she'll land that perfect shot, and it never happens. True. At least one Hickman brother is in Australia with Volk. Okay. Glenbot, what is up, bro? He says, "What's up, gentlemen? What's up, man? We appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, chilling, always supporting, man." Matt Cohen, what's up? He said Brazil is a total fraud. Loma is going to destroy her. Denise Gomes definitely did. And
MMA Denise Gomes, Cody.
Dude, I didn't need. What am I doing?
Who beat her?
Can I just add? Loma, I saw some content on her.
So did I only have Effie break that down?
Yeah.
I was just waiting for you.
There's like 3 more people.
Yeah.
You guys keep going.
Dude, I just worked 11 and a half hours and then 2 hours of driving each way.
I was like, I got good.
I was just letting you roll. That's all right.
Yeah.
We can talk to the chat too. Maybe get their opinions.
Should get me a Red Bull. I need to get a Red Bull. All right, Yanni K, you can go.
Oh, War Loma all day here. And like Effie said, like I think she is the better Muay Thai kickboxer here. I like her wrestling and grappling advantage that she's gonna have if she wants to use it. Brazil's just a striker. I mean, she's got good defensive grappling, but she's not gonna go offensive or anything. Lukbumi is always gonna be the smaller fighter, but don't take that as a bad sign because she's a little pit bull. She's gonna push forward, and that's when Brazil gets in trouble. It's when she's on her back foot. She tries to run away with her head really high, and she's gonna get lit up. And I'm telling you, Lukbumi is gonna get this one done. I think it's like second or third round finish, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's a decision either. But she's gonna win this fight. I don't even care what the line is. Put her in a parlay. Like I am that confident. Boom, done.
Boom. Okay,
done.
All right, Maestro. I know you got a good breakdown. Let's hear it.
Yeah, man. So I know we're not seeing her Tiger. We're not Muay Thai or Bang Tao wherever Bang Tao with the Hickman brothers. But man, she was putting out content. She's working on her wrestling. We got D1 Loma now. That's my nickname for her. But yeah, dude. Like I'm seeing Bruna Brazil. Okay, hammer, terrible nail. Hates being hit. Like all of her losses are by TKO. I mean, Loma's line, you can't really play it at minus 300 to minus 280. But like I'm seeing right now, like all of Bruna Brazil's losses are by TKO, right? And then Loma's TKO line is plus 450.
Yep.
That just doesn't really make sense to me. And maybe it's because she's so much smaller. I'm like, dude, she is a beast Muay Thai fighter who's gonna be in there dirty, throwing those knees, throwing those elbows, getting those Muay Thai trips, and she's gonna be wrestling. I think we're gonna see a ground and pound finish in the second or third round, like Johnny was saying. Like, I just don't think Bruna Brazil ever deserved to be in the UFC. She got gifted a matchup with the girl literally being like this, be like, head kick me in the face, please.
That's
true.
It
was just crazy. So yeah, I'm riding with Loma on this one. So yeah.
I wouldn't say impeccable, but it's not awful.
Bruna Brazil equals Bay Malecki 2.0. Yeah, man, I'm with you guys with Loma Lugboumi. Maestro hit the nail on the head where Brazil does not like to get hit. And the problem with that is like she's got like a karate style, right? So she's moving and she comes in, darts in, throws her punches, and then she moves back and she doesn't put her hands up like ever to block her chin. She just reaches her neck back and that gets her caught. I don't know though, like to be honest though, if like Loma, because Loma's better with kicks. Like she's got a good kick game, she's got a good trip, she's got an excellent clinch, like knees in the clinch, elbows in the clinch. But her hands aren't like deadly. Like some people that are really good kickers won't have as good hands. Some people have both, you know, some people only have hands. But I don't know if she's gonna be throwing them big overhand rights like that Denise Gomes was hitting Brazil with. And then in that fight, even like Brazil was showing decent takedown defense. So that's the only little things that worry me. But I'm on Loma here because I think in the striking, the small cage helps from Bruna's movement and stuff, even though they're both like pretty small human beings. But especially Loma. Dude, she's so little. Like you guys think the UFC should get a 105-pound division?
Yeah.
Like them girls would probably go at it like real legit.
Loma, there's like at least 2 or 3 that I could think of off the top of my head that'd be amazing at Adam
down
weight.
there. Right.
Tabitha Ritchie would be amazing.
Yeah.
Loma.
Tisha
Torres.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Yeah.
Didn't she just have a baby?
Yeah, she just had a baby.
But before it though, for her. Yeah, there's a lot of people. But yeah, man, you don't want to usually use MMA math, but Loma was able to beat up Denise Gomes. Not really beat her up. That was a really close fight. If you watch that, Loma going into the third round, dude, she always wears whatever, like the rash guard. You know what I mean? She took that off. Like she was so tired, and like she took that off in between rounds and went out there. But Gomez is a beast. So
you know what's crazy? Or go ahead.
No, you're good.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Watching that Elise Reed fight, DC says that Elise Reed has a speed advantage at one point. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? Fucking crazy. What the hell? But yeah.
Yeah.
DC.
Love
so
it.
we're all on Loma, right?
We're Loma.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Shauna is 5'2" and gave Brazil trouble.
That's all you gotta say.
You know, I'll just say this: Loma is wider. Yeah, she's got legs, dude. Yeah,
Dude, yep, she does though.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah,
sweet haircut. She had a sweet haircut today too. Loma sticks and move. Brazil breaks when she loses. She really does not like to get hit. You could see against Gomes, even when she got finished, like she got hit and dropped, and then Gomes went on her and started hitting her with ground and pound, and she just like curled up. Like it wasn't like she got knocked out. She just like was like, I do not want to take no more of this. Loma could, yeah, submission. For someone her size, Brazil is off wet managing her range because she doesn't jab. Yeah, true. She'll throw like head kicks. Yeah, true that. Ola Paloma Blanca. What did I just say? I hope I didn't say some crazy shit. I'm just a bird in the sky. What up, Rock? Let's see.
I think that's he's a white pigeon.
She's wider. It's okay.
Norma thick too. Yeah. She's got one of the weird
War like, Norma, baby.
Not weird. There's nothing weird. She's just different.
Dump truck.
Famous words.
Senko.
Yeah.
Look at that dump truck.
All right, boys. About to get in some really good fights. About to get to the main card. Men's welterweight: Trevin Giles versus Carlos Prates. Trying to see who think they got the hottest take on this. Maestro, you start this one.
Alrighty. Yeah, man. I said it earlier in the talk. I'm not betting on. Usually, we'll be betting on Dana White Contender Series fighters, especially against guys that are seasoned vets. Like I know Trevin Giles has been knocked out recently, but the dudes he's been knocked out by are the current middleweight champion and a stud Ecuadorian at welterweight. That was his first welterweight fight in what, like 10 years. Like I'm not laying that money at Carlos Prates at minus 240. I think could Carlos Prates knock out Trevin Giles? Absolutely. But this gets to the second round, it starts leaning towards Trevin Giles, I think, because he's going to make it a little dirtier, I think. He's kind of fighting for his job, in my opinion, in the UFC at least. And I know Carlos Prates wants to stand and trade at distance. I mean, the dude has Muay Thai tattooed across his chest, for God's sakes. He's crazy. He's also out in Thailand working at Phuket Top Team, or wherever he's at. Yeah, man, I'm not laying that price on him, but Trevin Giles, I think, is a live dog too. I mean, he could take him down. Prates got taken down in his Dana White Contender Series fight with a guy that spent 5 years in jail instead of training. So take that with what you will. So, yeah. So I'm not putting Prates in any parlays. That's what I'll say.
Nice. Yeah. Good info. Effie, what you got?
Dude, quick rant. I have money on the Penguins game, and it's 5:15, guys, and the puck still hasn't dropped. They're giving Marc-Andre, the goalie for the other team, some sort of ceremony. Bro, drop the puck already. Let's get this game started. I hate when games do that. Anyway, yeah, bro, let's get to it. Well, yeah, Trevin Giles could definitely use a grappling heavy game plan to win this fight, man. I don't like that line on Prates either. I agree with Maestro. That's way too wide for a pretty unreliable guy, especially at this level, you know. Giles isn't the best fighter. I'm not trying to back him either, but that's just way too wide. If I'm going to bet on Prates, I'm not going to parlay him like you said, Maestro. I'm going to bet inside the distance or a knockout. I don't see him submitting Giles, even though Giles probably will be sticking his head in there. Might be able to get a front choke there. But, yeah, man, give me Prates inside the distance if you're going to bet this far, maybe even just by a knockout. I hate doing method of victory. I have terrible luck with that. I had Francis Ngannou knockout. He wins the decision versus Gane. I'm like, yeah, you're kidding me. I had Ozdemir against that one dude, that Anthony Smith. His freak brother
by knockout,
by
Bogdan.
knockout, and goes out and gets a submission. So I was like, all right, I'm never betting this again. So yeah, man, just give me inside the distance if you're gonna bet that guy. So give me Prates.
Okay,
and let's go Penguins.
Okay, let's go. That's my dad's favorite team. I don't really watch hockey too much, but my dad's from right by Pittsburgh. JohnnyK, who you got this?
Yeah, I agree with everybody who what they said with Prates. I think he wins this fight. I think he's just a more dynamic striker, more explosive. I think he's got more finishing upside, but he's unproven. Like he hasn't really fought someone like Giles. Maybe he has. Maybe I'm wrong, but like Giles is not like a bum or anything. He's not amazing, but he's not a bum. But the one thing that scares me, like with backing Giles, is like he's lost 5 times and all 5 of them by finish. But he's got a very good jab. He can keep Prates at bay with that, and Prates will be a little bit longer, a little bit taller. So this is a good fight, and I'm just gonna stay away. Like I think there's better spots on the card you can just attack, but this is gonna be a fun fight. But I'm gonna say Prates wins by like a second round knockout. I do think he eventually gets Giles at some point.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like the line's off on this. The only reason is because I'm like what Maestro said. Prates was taken down on the Contender Series, and that dude's like the dude that took him down is a natural 155er. And I don't know how great a wrestling is. I do know Prates though does have a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but that's what that's what I would bank on for Trevin Giles to win this fight is to use grappling. I actually picked him to win because I do think that Prates he might have decent jiu-jitsu, maybe sweeps, get up game, but like he doesn't seem to have great takedown defense. Like Maestro said, he's got Muay Thai written across his chest, not like jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, none of that. But dude, Prates is a world-class striker. And if this stays on the feet, he's knocking Giles out, like period, at some point, because we've seen Giles get knocked out. But again, it's by some of the best people in the world, you know? I just I mean, dude, it's even hard to bet over unders these days. Like, dude, they're like so juiced up every way. because back in the day you could get like under 2.5 for like decent prices. Now like this is probably like minus 250 or something, but I don't know. I'm gonna take Giles, but I'm staying away from this. I'm gonna say he can use grappling because he does have pretty decent grappling, and Praetez doesn't. And then his striking's not bad. Like it's probably not life or death, like if he stays on the feet, but there's a good chance he could get caught because Praetez is straight left, his left head kick, it's all deadly, but he hasn't really beat the best guys in the world. So yeah, I'm staying away from this like fight.
The under's set at 1.5, and that the under is plus 100. And then the under 2.5 is minus 200.
Yeah, see, I think it goes over 1.5, like because I'm banking on Giles does have decent strike, even against like Dricus. He wasn't doing bad, and he actually like Dricus took him down, and he reversed it, got a little ground and pound and stuff. The first round was pretty decent, and he was doing decent in the striking until he got knocked out in the second. So I think that this can go, especially he might be able to get some control if he's smart, which that's another thing though, is Trevin Giles has some of the worst fight IQ in the history of the world. Go watch his earlier fights when he first started losing in the UFC against like Zach Cummings and Gerard Mearshart. Like, dude, yeah, well, that was a bad win. But like with Mearshart and them, dude, he's getting choked out in the third round with like 1:30 left because he's wrestling around with Mearshart like a dummy. And then against Zach Cummings, like he was winning the whole fight, and then he gets knocked out with like a minute left, just like throwing stupid bombs, and this dude connects on him. Like he's got bad fight IQ, but he's a good fighter. So it's like weird. So this is one, I mean, it probably just, let's see how good Praetez is or ain't in this fight. And then you can auto bet him, but he trains at a good camp out of Fighting Nerds and stuff like that. So that's cool. Let's see. Praetez has the build of a guy that gets chinned. He's been finished. That's why the under 2.5 is where it's at. Like it can go over 1.5 because Giles is that much of a veteran to definitely survive. But like Praetez has been finished. He's got 6 losses. I think he's been finished in 5 of 6. But they're submissions early in his career, dude. Like 7 years ago. Like not none of that stuff's too recent. Carlos inside the distance. Okay, what's that line? I wonder. Like minus 145 or something probably.
Inside the distance. Let me look for that.
His striking is phenomenal. His Muay Thai is phenomenal. He's been in Thailand for a long time. Minus 150 or
yeah,
plus?
if you minus 150. If you want to do the just knockout, it's minus 110. So
Jaden said Praetez is a lock this card. Okay, I don't mind. I mean, he looks special, and I mean, hopefully he does. You know what I mean? I don't have no bets on this, but we're not really trying to see Trevin Giles beat what looks like it could be a really good up and coming prospect. We'll see. Octagon Outcome, what's up, bro? He said, what's up, boys? What is up, man? Appreciate you coming out. The Pirate gets it done. Who's the Pirate?
Praetez?
Sharapova?
I assume it's Praetez.
Praetez, like, gotta be. Because Officer Giles.
It's Officer Giles, I was going to say. The Houston officer.
All right. Let's see. Troy, what is up,
The
Troy?
Nightmare.
Troy said, yeah, not going to lie. Been waiting for the Nightmare to fight again. Going all out.
Nice.
Yeah, the Nightmare is Praetez.
Yeah.
The Pirate.
I don't know who the Pirate is.
The Pirate is freaking Sharapova, kickboxer. He said who did he say he wants to fight? Marvin Vittori.
Oh,
that'd be a good fight.
Good old
Marvin would take him down and hold him down. And Bruno Silva's taking you
hammered
down.
the Marvin Vittori line.
Yeah, Bruno
so
Silva's taking you down.
Yeah,
and Eric, what's up, our dude? Eric, what is up?
Eric.
He said, just happened in. What's up, guys? What is up, bro? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good this weekend. I'm gonna kill your bets, brother. Let's see. Okay, next fight is a weird fight. It's at middleweight, 185, and we got Robert Bryzek versus Ihor Peteria. JohnnyKpicks, I'll let you start this one.
Oh, this is a weird one. I do like the under 1.5 now that I saw the weigh-in for Pretoria because he did not look all that great. Missed weight a little bit, I believe. Did he end up getting it or no? I don't think he did.
No,
so a little bit, but he didn't look great at all. I'll tell you that either way. But he's taking this fight on super short notice. He's normally a 205 or going down to 185. As we know, we've seen him before in the past. He's a crazy striker. He just wants to get this fight out in the first round. If he doesn't, he's probably going to lose. He has bad fight IQ. He does have power in his hands, but he just ends up losing every fight. And then Robert Bryzek making his UFC debut. He has power in his hands. Very good boxing. he could be a little low volume at times, just looking for the counters, looking for the KO shot, but he could definitely find it in this one. I'll tell you that. And he looks really good on the scales. I think he's going to get this one done, especially I'll say by knockout in the first round. I love the under 1.5 just to be safe because there's a chance Pretoria can land that knockout. We've seen it. He almost got Bellato out of there. And I'll be honest, maybe the ref should have stopped it, but he didn't.
That was close. That was as close as you can get to being stopped.
I was just like, interesting. I think I know where the UFC kind of wants this to go. Anyways, give me Brizik to win this one. I'll say by knockout in the first round. I don't see this fight getting over 1.5 though, at all.
Okay. Effie, what's the crystal ball telling you?
Yeah, weird fight. And I was right when Ihor got the fight, I was like, wait a second, isn't he a 205er? And then now he's going down. And then sure enough, he misses weight. So I wouldn't mind a Ihor moneyline ticket here, but then he missed weight and looked horrible on the scale. So, man, I got to go with Robert to win this fight. But I'm not impressed by him. I'm not laying juice on him at all. But there is a path where if you want to get sneaky, take Ihor round 1 or Ihor round 2 because, like Johnny said, I really agree. I don't think this is going to go over 7.5 minutes. I think someone gets that work. Someone gets smashed early in this fight. And it could be Ihor doing it to Robert, man. Ihor, surprised against Bellato. He had him hurt a couple times, man. He was landing some pretty good shots in that fight. And he was a huge underdog. So if he would have won, this line would be way different. So Ihor Pretoria going down a weight class in the biggest gap of the weight classes is a real red flag, especially then you miss weight. So I can't get behind it. I can't put my money on him. But if you want to get sneaky, if you're a degenerate, take him round 1 and round 2. But ultimately, I'm going with Robert to finish this fight early. So I'm going with Burchek KO, probably round 1.
Okay. All right. Maestro, what do you got?
Yeah. I mean, I'm on the Robert side here as well. Like Ihor, they're both weird. They're both weird fighters, man. Like, what's it with these Ukrainians and their fake
you can't
records?
trust Ukrainian fighters.
It's crazy.
Wait till you get to
But I'll say about the Polish fighters, dude. They're tough as nails, man.
Yeah.
And Robert, he's a weird case because at the beginning of his career, he wasn't really finishing guys, and then I was watching that early tape, and then I watched the later tape, and he was all of a sudden much stronger and much bigger, and he's knocking all these dudes out. So, yeah, man. Like, Ihor was eating pizza and soda, last week and posting it on social media, and then he missed weight. What a surprise. I don't understand the line coming down so far to minus 165. I mean, I do kind of get it. Ihor is super dangerous with his striking. He's, live for anyone to knock out anybody, but he's just got terrible fight IQ. No gas tank and no striking defense, but he can clip anybody. So as seen in the Bellato fight, as seen in I think in every single one of his losses, he clips somebody. So yeah, man, give me Robert. I have the under 1.5 as well parlayed with that. That's my Devin Clark parlay. So
There you go.
Yeah, so I got that earlier. I think that got smashed, but yeah, I don't think this gets past into the third round at all.
Yeah, no way. Both these dudes are strikers. Ihor, he is dangerous. I mean, what he did to Bellato, I had a bet on Bellato. I'm like, holy shit. And then somehow he came back because he's like an ogre. Dude, he's just his neck's so big. Most people would have been out on that. The only thing that would keep me off of betting Brizik is first off, he's just coming into the UFC. But just his fight with that the dude that fought on the Contender Series against Oban, Kaik or whatever his name is, Cake
Brito. Brito. Yeah.
Every time he hit, they came out striking, and every jab, and that dude's good though, and that dude's powerful, and he's finished every win that he has. But every time he hit Brizik, dude, he rocked him, and then he finally just knocked him out. And it was every time it was but Brizik does have excellent boxing. He's got good movement. He's got excellent power. You've seen I think he's knocked out the last 5 opponents in the first round. He might have knocked out his last 7, but at least 5 in the first round. So he has first round or bust most of the time. He can take a little beating, dude. If you see the fight, it's crazy the knees he was taking against Nikolai. He was, I ain't saying the last name, but
I can't do it. Shouldn't have tried.
What was that?
That's my Nikolai.
Yeah, you're gonna get me suspended. All right.
Nikolai.
Okay.
Keep going.
But no, man. He was taking big knees to the head and stuff. But yeah, man, it's so weird. He's coming in on short notice, fighting at 185. But I was thinking maybe he was like getting ready to take a short note. Like he was just like, I'm going to drop down to 185 because I'm getting my ass whooped at 205, and then just waiting for like a short nose fight. But he didn't look in great shape or nothing today, really. So I'm going with Bryzik. I think he knocks him out, and it's going under 1.5. These dudes are in a small cage. They're going to be either one of them because, like I said, with Bryzik getting knocked out so easy before, he could get knocked out. So I think the best bet, I think Bryzik wins though, but I think the best bet is just hitting that under with something else, putting it in there with something else.
Yep.
But let's see. Raw Torque says round 1 and 2. Somebody's going to sleep. Juicy Q, I put that up earlier, but what's up? Grateful dude in the house. Fight ends in round 1. What's the odds on that? Because I like that too. I really don't see this. These dudes are going to be, Ihor is going to go. He always goes balls to the wall, but if he thinks he only has cardio for 2 minutes instead of 3 this time, dude, he might just really go balls to the wall.
Fight end round 1 is minus 160 right now, which I think is.
They know what's up. These dudes are on it, dude. I don't know.
Damn, that's crazy.
You would think get a little bit of something, a little something, but I don't know. Soda maxing? What's that?
You said he was drinking soda, and what was
pizza?
He doing? Yeah, pizza. Yeah.
Eating pizza. Yeah.
Silky B in the house. What's up, Silky B? Said yes, y'all. What is up, man? We appreciate you coming out spending your Friday with us.
Pirate.
We're trying to figure out the pirate.
Like,
We broke down like
pirate?
14
Who
different
is that?
fighters, nicknames and stuff. Like Johnny Depp. Is that what we're talking about? Nego.
Yep. Nope.
They ain't getting me like that. I gotta start reading these things before I start reading these things. I bet round 1 KO for minus 150. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, because I don't see a sub going down here. These dudes aren't subbers. Under 1. Yeah, Eric's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that was tough, man. You almost got me there. Putting Dixon on mute. I should have known with the name. All right, next fights. This should be a banger. In my opinion, this should be a banger, man. Men's lightweight, Michael Johnson, Darius Flowers. Effie, break this down. I know you got a good breakdown.
Dude, I like Michael Johnson in this fight. I don't like minus 140. I think he's a better fighter in this fight. That knockout in his last fight against Diego was probably one of the worst knockouts I've seen in the last few years, man. He went out stiff. It's tough to get behind a guy where I'm kind of worrying about any moment he might get knocked out. Darius Flowers, did all right against Jake Matthews. Now he's going down. So he should look pretty good here at 155. But, man, Michael Johnson, dude, 13 and 15 in the UFC. This is so many miles on him. But, man, I think he's a better fighter. It's tough. I got to go with Michael Johnson. I'm picking him. I don't think I'm going to be betting him minus 140 on the money line. I really can't think of a good angle to bet this fight, man. So I'm just going to pass. Give me Michael Johnson the favorite to win, though, at minus 140.
Okay. All right. Maestro, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm same along the lines with Effie on that one. I think Michael Johnson, he's been KO'd 3 times to CDF. That was tough. Josh Emmett, no doubt there. That's no worries. And then Justin Gaethje. And then we have Darius Flowers. Come on. Darius missed weight. This is his first time down at 155. So he's probably spent the entire camp just trying to make weight. That's what I would think. And he didn't make it. So, yeah, man, I like MJ here. He's definitely hit or miss. He's old. He's getting up there. I just don't think Darius Flowers has all that other than he's powerful. Yeah. So, but I like the fight doesn't go the distance on this one. Parlay with that with something because either Darius is putting him out early or Darius is getting real tired and Michael Johnson's just going to get on top of him and ground and pound him, in my opinion, in the second.
Nice. Yanni, how you see it?
All right, so I'm gonna do my whole little spiel here. What I did with the last 2 shows I did. So I cannot pick Michael Johnson fights to save my life. When this is a fight that he should win, literally 10 out of 10 times, because he's that kind of guy. Look on paper, he's fought the better competition. He's the better striker. He's just the better fighter overall. But his fight IQ is awful, and you just don't know what's going to happen with him. The last fight, he was winning against Diego, and then he just gets destroyed out cold, and you're like, what just happened? Why? Why did this happen? Now, do I think Flowers has a chance to win this fight? Yes, because he's fighting Michael Johnson. That's the reason why he has a chance to win this fight. He does have power in his hands, so he can land something crazy like Diego just did. But I'm gonna go. Like I think Flowers could win, so I'm gonna pick Johnson here because I'm just gonna do the opposite of whenever I bet Johnson, he loses. Whenever I fade him, he wins. Like impressively too, he wins too. So I'm gonna go with Johnson technically to win this fight. I'm gonna say it goes to decision for some weird reason because Johnson's really not knocking out anybody like crazy here. He's 37 years old. He's durable normally. He's only been knocked out 3 times, and this last one kind of scares me. But the only play I have on this one is I think this fight goes to round 2 at the very least. Johnson's never, like, at least in his last 10 fights, he hasn't been finished in the first round. So I think he can survive Flowers' craziness or whatever he wants to do. And then the second round hits, anything goes. He might be able to get the knockout or whatever. But I'm gonna go with Johnson to win by decision.
That's wild.
It is.
Yeah, because Flowers has 6 losses, and then he's been finished 5 of them losses. But he also has 10 boxing matches, and he's KO'd in 8 of them. So this dude's been finished about 13 times in combat sports. And then Michael Johnson, dude, like, okay, this fight right here is the exact same fight as Phil Hawes versus Bruno Ferreira. This is dude, Phil Hawes was supposed to be better everywhere, even though the judo was looking crazy for Ferreira. But Phil Hawes, who's like better everywhere, but suspect chin at times, a lot of the times. And then he had a dude that's just a very explosive dude that's throwing crazy shit all over the place and just throwing with power. And then to catch that dude. And that last knockout, like, dude, like, remember when people like, if you like Chuck Liddell and them, like when they started getting knocked out, dude, it was like after that, like bad knockouts where you're stiff for like 30, 40, 50 seconds. Like eventually your chin just goes, and that's the second time because he's been flatlined like that before, dude. If you go, I went back and watched his other fights. He got hurt by Alan Patrick, dude, in that fight just like 3 fights ago. He got hurt by Jamie Malarkey and dropped by him, and then finally just gets put out cold by Ferreira. So, I mean, dude, he like we all know he's probably gonna be winning. But the thing is like in this fight, if you watch any Darius Flowers fight, this dude does not start slow. He doesn't, there's no feeling out with him. He goes out and he tries to get you against the cage and he just starts taking off on you. He did it with Jake Matthews, and Jake Matthews had really fast hands, started hitting him back with some decent stuff. And he did that for a little bit and then came out in the second and got finished. But in this one, like I think that Michael Johnson down at 155, I think it could take away from Darius Flowers' chin. And then we already know that Michael Johnson's chin is like taken away from because he went to the further. You know what I mean? In his last fight. And I like Michael Johnson. I actually like him. If you watch his interviews, he seems like a super cool dude. But I'm gonna actually take Michael Johnson to stop Darius Flowers in this. Because like I said, Michael Johnson's got sick boxing, and Darius Flowers has been knocked out 8 times in boxing. He's a bigger dude, though. He used to fight all the way up at 185. But I think one of these dudes knocks each other out. The winner doesn't even matter to me. I mean, I think it's 50-50 on that. But it goes under 1.5 because Darius Flowers, go watch any of his fights. He comes out from the opening second and he's throwing nothing but heat. This dude don't jab you, set up a leg kick. He just throws heat. Even when he slams you, like on the Contender Series, when he's wrestling, he's trying to just slam you. He goes nuts. And I think even Michael Johnson can catch him when he's rushing in on him. So we'll see. I think it goes under though. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if he'd be taking them shots no more.
No way. I mean,
I just want to say,
yeah,
Flowers has only been knocked out in the MMA once.
Yeah,
in the second round.
Yeah, because he always gives up and gets choked out.
Yeah,
but Michael Johnson's probably not going to do.
He ain't going to do that.
And pound him out. But Michael Johnson can knock him out on the feet, though. He's got power.
He's power though.
And the thing is that go watch any Michael Johnson. Go watch him fight Gaethje. Go watch him. He'll throw down. He'll get in a dogfight. Like he's technical, but if you just start throwing, he'll get in a dogfight. Even Kamaru Usman said in the gym, like he's the only dude that ever knocked him out cold. Was Michael Johnson.
His last first round knockout or finish was against Dustin Poirier, 2016.
Yeah, but he hasn't fought no punchers. He's got knocked out by every puncher he's fought, including Diego Ferreira, Josh Emmett, Dustin.
I know,
Poirier.
But at least he survived to the second round, third round.
He knocked out Poirier.
Yeah, I'm saying,
I'm just saying, like
Gaethje.
Yeah, Gaethje. But the other fighters like Malarkey, Alan Patrick. But if you go watch them fights, them dudes ain't even really one-shot KO guys. They both hurt him. He's hurting every fight. And
I'm just saying it. First round.
I feel you guys don't feel like kind of like one good shot on his chin and Flowers throws crazy is going to put him out. Like you're not going to be surprised to see him go stiff on like the first clean shot. Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. I think that could happen for sure. I mean, it's just for me, this is his first fight down at lightweight, and
true that.
I think Johnson is fast, dude. Like, and he's a big 155er though. So like he's athletic. I just think that he could catch him in the first round. Like that's like because speed beats power for me. That's not even for me. That's for anybody. So yeah, I think MJ gets the win. But again, I'm not surprised if Flowers finds that chin just once.
True. Okay.
Second round.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
As long as it's under
early second round.
Because Flowers usually is done after the first, but that's the good thing about betting it under 1.5 is a dude that's going to try to go kill the other guy, and Flowers in his brain goes, Michael Johnson's done, his chin's done. He's really going to come out and just try to get this over.
I think he will, but if Johnson doesn't get him out of there, and then he's like, oh shit, I'm losing the striking exchanges. What am I going to do? I'm going to try to grapple with Michael Johnson because I can't strike with him. And then it's going to go to the second round and be stupid.
Yeah, true.
That's what he does.
Good. Yeah. Bianco Diaz, what is up? Flowers for the win. Okay. Appreciate you coming out and dropping the comment. Appreciate it. That's awesome. You're hanging out. Cody Dank in the building. He said, let's go, boys. Let's go, man. This dude's sharp, dude. We've had him on the show already, but he's got a ton of stuff that he does, ton of content. Follow him on X, follow him on Twitter and YouTube at Cody Dank right there, and you'll get a ton of good content, man. Good picks, good bets, and just good content, man. Kid's funny. So definitely check him out, and we can't wait. We're going to get him on another show for sure. Jaden, I think Flowers round 1 KO. I like that. I like it. I'll take it. I bet the under 1.5 at -105. I just think this is going to be fireworks, and Michael Johnson getting a dogfight. So Sean Strickland versus Jake Paul. But you see him, I don't know what happened. Cody posted. I seen it on Cody's thing. You see Sean Strickland beat the shit out of that Sneako dude. Bro, if people are not smart to get in the cage with him.
You're not.
Bro, because he beat the shit out of him. I'm surprised that kid stayed up and just like his face has to be like 3 hours later puffed.
He's got a better chin than Izzy. That's it.
Dude, he's got a good chin because he got fucking smoked, dude. That was a beatdown.
I think it's wild that anybody's like, oh, I feel bad for Sneako. I can't believe he did that. It's like, dude, like, whatever sport you were good at, like when you were younger, like, and you thought you were dominant in, if you were, like, if for some like nerdy streamer dude was like, I'll beat whoever. It's like, dude, you got on the field or the court, you'd beat the brakes off of him.
That's like when Johnny talks about wrestling me. It's like,
like,
you know what I mean?
Dude,
come on, man. I ain't gonna wrestle you. It's stupid.
That's stupid.
Stay on the feet. Come on.
That's what he gets for wearing shoes in there.
But that was awesome. Beast mode. Okay. I think it's gonna be crazy. MJ, I seen that. Patchy Mix is so good. We seen him in Chicago.
He's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's good. Man.
Bellator, baby.
Like he's so
go to the UFC, Patchy. Come on, man.
He'll get there.
I'd love to see him in the UFC.
What's up with these dudes? They train at the PI though. Like, how's that work? Because I know Patchy Mix was there, and then I know Johnny Eblin was there training with Strickland before his fight. So like, them dudes are allowed to go hang out. If I was Bellator and PFL, I'd be like, bro, you can't go nowhere in the UFC because you know how Dana is. He's trying to sweet talk him somehow. We need to see Eblin and Patchy Mix in the UFC.
Patchy Mix for sure. Dude.
And Usman.
Oh yeah, he's on all that dope though.
That's so.
Usman Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
Yep. Johnson experience will edge take over late. Possibility Dirty Reg MJ sub 14-1. I mean that, like Johnny said in MMA, that is the way that Flowers likes to go out.
Yeah.
MJ's allergic to any sort of grappling.
Does he have any? He's got 2 subs. 2 sub wins.
Gaethje knocked out Johnson. Now I know he beats Max. Yeah, sarcasm. He's Flower power. I really hope no one grapples. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, Johnson's takedown defense is 80%. This dude's got 74 fights in the UFC, so he can hit ground. But Flowers muscles that shit different. So Cody said, "Thanks for the love, Cody. You're the GOAT." No problem, Cody, man. Keep putting out all that awesome content and being a cool dude. That's it. I know.
Just because your name is Cody, like, don't get like you guys are Cody.
I mean, he's got
like getting his head up big.
You see the thing he posted about Jamal fucking Jamal Hill's mugshot. He's like, this is gonna be Jamal Hill when he runs into me at the Apex. His name is Jamal Hill or what that is.
That's funny.
Yeah, it would definitely.
He's a
get you
streamer
off.
too, right?
Yeah,
Streams, on Twitch,
he's got a big following on a lot of different platforms. He's funny, man. He's funny and he puts in the work. So yeah, that's why I'm happy to have him on, man. Good dude. Snerius, LOL, people surprised he stayed up, but he was 2 seconds from getting shadow realmed with 12-ounce gloves. Yeah.
I mean, when you're just trying to survive, it's pretty easy to. The second you start trying to trade with people, that's when you get slapped.
Right.
So like anyone who's like, I can't believe you didn't knock out Sneeko. It's like, well, dude, when all he's trying to do is not get knocked out, you do a pretty good job at not getting knocked out. The second you try and trade with Sean, he was going to sleep.
Yeah. Toilet face that I'll smash the button for a lock. I like
War Loma, baby.
Loma, huh?
War Loma. Not just Loma.
Okay.
Don't be shocked when she goes in her pit bull style and she just dusts Brazil. Telling you.
I think Daniel Marcos. I don't think Aori Kulang's all that great. Like he's
There's
like
a couple other locks coming up.
He
We
could be
haven't
by
got to
Jeff
yet,
Molina. Like
That was down at 125 though.
it was.
This is at
he was
135.
that good. Like he wasn't even really
I
that
know,
good
I
anymore. And then like, dude, Jay Perrin almost finished it.
I was at that fight.
Did Jay? Dude, I was worried, dude, because Aori Kulang. That's what I'm saying. Daniel Marcos round 3 KO, because he's never sub nobody is plus 1,000, and Aori Kulang gasses, dude. And if Marcos does come on, put on the pressure like he can, well, Aori Kulang usually makes you fight. That dude's not usually in a boring fight. So
No,
yeah,
that's
Fireside said Tony Ferguson. We finally got him on Fireside.
That's two.
It only took 8 losses, but we got him.
Yeah, finally got him here. We're trying to match losing streaks, man. Shit, I'm breaking mine this week. Eblin would have a good shot to win. Fuck yeah, he would. He's
Very
a
good shot.
dude.
In my opinion.
He's really good. Before you guys sign off tonight, can you share some leans on 298? Yeah, we'll see. We're a little behind in this, but we'll see at the end for sure. We can bull crap. Michael Johnson is the greatest, worst fighter of all time. 50-50.
That's
him and Angela Hill. What if they had a kid? How would that kid be as an MMA fighter? It would be good, skilled as shit.
They'd be quick.
Yeah,
They'd be
and
quick.
skilled.
Yeah,
True.
Could that baby be the champion of the world? It would take all the wins from both of them, all that knowledge, and just be like a 32-0 fighter, beating the shit out of people.
It'd be crazy.
Because they both like 50-50, you know what I mean, on records. But they're good. Like Angela Hill is good, dude. So is Michael Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You gotta watch that because Hill's the type of dude that actually does. He'll punch you in the head.
Yeah.
And you can't really just like press charges.
I met him in New York, and like I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, dude, I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he was like,
"What's up,
"Yo," like he was like really nice, but I was like, "Oh," like so like, but I also get it. I was just like, "Oh, hey," so I also get it for him to be like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, but yeah, dude, he's massive.
War Loma.
Yeah, he's so good, dude. I'm fucking so sad that Yuri hurt his shoulder and that Jamal. I mean, Jamal's injuries, both of them's terrible. I don't know which one's worse because they're both so bad. Like Yuri's was so
Achilles
bad.
Achilles is terrible, dude.
I mean, you've seen what it did to Achilles.
Yeah.
Greatest warrior ever.
Got him.
Isn't it?
That's a good one.
I do think Jamal comes back and wins the belt, though.
I hope so. Him and Pereira, bro, will be so fucking good.
In Brazil, 301. Let's see it.
They might try to poison my boy out there. All right, boys. This is a good one. Men's middleweight: Rodolfo Vieira, Armin Petrosian. I'll grab a pop real quick. Yanni, start this one off. I know you got a good one.
Ooh, yeah. Striker versus grappler here. And whenever that happens, I always go with the striker. Well, let's say 98% of the time I go with the striker here. I like Petrosian. I liked him earlier on when they were supposed to fight and Armin got poisoned and all that, whatever stuff happened in Brazil. But I think he's he's a very good kickboxer. But Vieira, to me, he's a grappler and he's like first round or bust. If he doesn't get the takedown, he doesn't get on top of you and get the submission, he's just going to like shoot sloppy takedowns. He's going to slow down. He's very low volume on the feet. He's not even the greatest striker. He does have power in his hands if he lands, but I mean, Petrosian's going to be, it's night and day on the feet. But on the ground, like Petrosian showed some good grappling defense. Like he doesn't have the greatest takedown defense, I'll say that, but he's been put in some bad situations. He survived until the next round, and then you stand back up again. So to me, if Petrosian can survive the first round, even if he gets taken down once, then I think he's going to win this fight, because I don't see Vieira going to keep chain wrestling him and getting him down. He's going to get tired. He always gets tired, and he can't keep up with him on the feet. There's no way. So I'm going to say Petrosyan by decision. Vieira is tough, even though he doesn't throw anything late in the later rounds, but he's tough. He's durable. But unless he gasses himself out like he did against Anthony Hernandez when he tried so hard to get the first round sub and he didn't get it. But I'm going to go Petrosyan by decision. And I'm pretty confident he gets this one done. Effie, I'll let you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude. So we were kind of talking before the show about how I only have 2 bets so far, and this might be my 3rd. I like Arman here, man. I agree with Johnny in this fight. I think he has decision upside here, but I also think that he could finish this fight late if Rodolfo does get tired, man. He does struggle to get the fight down, but if he does, I do worry, and I do worry here early. Rodolfo, round 1, round 2. Super dangerous moments I'm expecting here for Petrosyan. But like Johnny said, he showed some pretty good defensive grappling and ability to get up, in other fights. But Rodolfo is a different level of grappler. It's just the ability to get it there is going to be tough. And on the feet, yeah, I like Petrosyan a lot here. I like his kicks way more than Rodolfo. Rodolfo, to me, only has really a jab. And yeah, man, so I'm going with Petrosyan. I like him. I might be betting his money line. So give me Petrosyan.
Love it.
All right, who's all in? Johnny and Effie?
Yep.
Maestro.
Yeah.
I know Effie's got Petrosyan. Who'd you pick, Johnny?
Oh, my guy Arman.
2 Petrosyans. Maestro, let's hear it.
I'm gonna have to go with Rodolfo on this one, man. I think it's striker versus grappler, and I think the bigger gap between the feet and the mat is Arman's grappling. I think, man, like Rodolfo, he's a massive middleweight. Like he cuts down a lot of weight. I think that's why he gasses a lot in the 3rd. And like I put out a tweet earlier in the week about Rodolfo in the 3rd getting on Stoltzfus's back, which was ridiculous. And in the comments, they were talking about how like Gregor Rodriguez is also world champion. I'm like, no, like, dude, Rodolfo's BJJ is the best in the UFC, in my opinion, like hands down. So
there's Charles Oliveira though.
It's true. It's true. I mean, he's killer. I love me some Charlie Olives.
I'm joking.
But I mean, as a credentialed BJJ guy, obviously it's Rodolfo. But yeah, man, I think Rodolfo can get him down and sub him. I didn't like the spots Arman was getting put in by Greg Rodriguez. I think Rodolfo, he can blast double legs, and he's big and strong. I just think, and Arman, he's a kickboxer, and he wants to get those kicks going. And so when you get those kicks going, you leave yourself exposed to getting taken down. And so if he doesn't kick, I don't think he has enough hands. I don't think he has the hands just to win this decision. So give me Rodolfo inside the distance.
All right. Excellent breakdown. It's gonna be a good fight. Obviously, like you guys all 3 said, I'm sure striker versus grappler. I just like Petrosyan here because I mean he survived against Kyle on his back for like 2 rounds, and then Kyle's got, to me, like better cardio and like even better wrestling. And then better striking too when it's on the feet to survive. Kyle's just like better. But still, Rodolfo's got a different jiu-jitsu because he's more dangerous. Like Kyle's getting all these decisions where Rodolfo's trying to finish you the whole time he's got you down. Petrosyan, though, he's gonna get taken down. Like when you even watch Rodolfo versus Chris Curtis, he had 20 like takedown attempts and 0 takedowns, but he was so close a couple times. But Chris Curtis just kept hitting the whizzer, and he's just strong and athletic and was pushing him off. I don't see Arman doing that. So he's eventually going to hit the mat. But I actually see Vieira coming out a little slower. Like he's been doing that more often. Like he didn't really have a chance against Brundage because he starts fast too. But like if you watch him against Stoltzfus and a lot of these guys after he gassed out, he'll come out and box more and slow down a little bit. So I think he does that for a little while. He'll probably get a takedown, but I think Petrosyan can survive the first round. In the second round, Kyle Barallo, he got an easy takedown and took his back for a while, but then Petrosyan got out later in the round and started beating him up a little bit. And then Petrosyan has phenomenal cardio, dude, and ended up winning the 3rd round of that. So I think if he can do that, I think he can stop the takedowns a little earlier in this fight in the second round. I think that he can win a decision. I think Arman wins the decision. I know he can't throw like a ton of big head kicks and stuff like that because you got to worry about getting taken down every time. So I'm seeing like when they're standing up a more slower kickboxing match, which is what Arman does anyways. His last 4 fights went to decision. And then when it's on the ground, Arman just staying safe and it burning clock. So I bet the over 1.5 at -160. I really like that. I really don't think that Vieira, I mean, like worse people's went longer than that with him, with Vieira. So, even with all the crazy action that happened with Brundage, that still almost went over. Like it was like 30,
like a minute away.
Yeah, it was something low because I had the under in that, and they were knocking each other down. He almost choked him out in the first round, but I don't think it's like that in this one. So, Petrosian decision, I think it's like plus 300 or something like that, and I really like the over 1.5. It's like minus 160.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna debate that. I think the striking is night and day.
Wait,
it might be both. We might both be right. There's levels on the mat. Like I think the striking
is way better. Oh,
it's not even close. But maybe it's not even close on the mat either. I'm not debating that, but I think like both sides are so far apart. Like it's just but how the fight's gonna. You have to look at the intangibles now.
Vieira's durable on the feet, and then he's got a decent jab, and he's shown improvements in striking. He's a big tough dude. You seen all them body shots he took from Curtis and all that.
Yeah,
and I don't think Petrosian can go nuts a lot, or he's gonna end up on his back.
But we've seen him survive.
Yeah.
Like against Rodriguez and Caio as well. I think it's like the same. Like there's really it's night and day on the feet, and it's night and day on the mat.
If it stays on the feet, Armin's finishing him. If it goes to the mat,
I mean,
Vieira's finishing him.
I don't know. It could go to decision. There might not be a finish. I picked Armin by decision, but because Vieira's durable, like he'll get hit. But he's not going to go down unless he gasses out. Like that's how he's going to lose.
Armin's last 4 fights went to decision. I think that.
And then honestly,
he's fine with the slow kickboxing match. That's what he did with Dobson.
I'm looking back at
the last dude.
Yeah,
CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan.
Yeah.
I'm looking back at Armin's last fights. I'm looking back at Vieira's last fights. Vieira's not really fought the greatest competition. Let's be honest, guys. Like Chris Curtis was by far the best, and Armin's fighting like Rodriguez, he's fighting Caio. I mean, I'll even put Christian Leroy Duncan above some of these guys that Vieira's fought, and that's not saying much. I don't think Christian Duncan's that good. Or Chris
Safarov. What?
What?
Yeah, what was that one dude's name? Like Safarov's.
I will say the Fluffy Hernandez fight did age well. The loss.
Yeah.
Fluffy is.
It did.
He is a wrestling. He
didn't know what he was getting
wrestling
into
beast for MMA.
Yeah.
No one did. Very few people knew about the Fluffy experience.
I can't wait for that.
I'm on Armin. I'm defending my units. So.
Come on, Armin.
I'm gonna be on with you.
What are you just against my under or over? Is what you're saying?
No, I'm not against it at all. I'm just defending my units with Armin.
Oh, okay.
Money line.
No,
I think it goes over either way. Yeah.
I don't mind the bet. I don't mind it.
I think it does go over though. Plus 105.
Any other bets? Did you say Maestro? Did you say that you took Vieira?
Yeah, I have Vieira.
Any bets though?
Yeah, Vieira money line. Yeah.
Heads up.
He
hasn't beat anybody. Petrosian live bet after 1. That's a good idea,
for sure.
JJ.
I like that
That's a
too.
good idea, JJ. Let's see. Yep, Raw Torque. Yep, giving them the props. Difference in the fights where Rodolfo looked mortal is those guys had wrestling as their base, even Brundage. Yeah, I mean,
not Chris Curtis.
Stofus. But true that fireside. Live bet is the way, in my opinion. Like he's gonna take him down. He's gonna get Trojan down. There's no ifs, ands, and buts.
Probably early, if anything, because he's going to slow down, and I don't think he shoots sloppy ass takedowns.
He might get one
in
or
the
two,
second and thirds.
Armin's takedown defense is terrible, but he's got a good. He's got a good get up game, and he's got a good jiu-jitsu game. But he's going to have to stay safe, though.
He will.
So,
what happens if he gets on top of Armin and I don't know. I've
might
seen
take his arm home. He might choke him.
I've seen so many.
We only can find
Armin
out, but I'm
triangles with him, dude. He's just he's a gorilla, man. I like Vieira in the spot.
If Vieira gets this fight down in like the first 30 seconds, I'll be sweating. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be like a takedown, like with 3 minutes in the fight, and then he gets back up real quick, I'm not gonna be sweating. I'll be fine.
I agree with that.
That's how we'll know who's probably gonna win in the first 3 minutes of this fight.
For sure.
Right. My thought is like that. Vieira's seen freaking Armin fight and knows he's got good cardio, knows he can last. So I don't think he comes out. And then he knows he survived with Rodriguez, Caio. So I don't know if he comes out in the first 30 seconds, start shooting. I think he might think, hey, this is going to go 3 rounds. Let me strike for a little bit, throw the jab, do all that, and then try to mix him in. But I don't know if he thinks he's just going to come out and sub it. So I don't know how hard it goes, but yeah, I just bet the over 1.5. I really do think, yeah, he is. Let's see. Also, point, yeah, plus 2,000. All right. Next fight, men's middleweight, Brad Tavares, Gregory Rodriguez. I'm going to start this one off. This should be a pretty good fight. It worries me. I didn't put Gregory Rodriguez in any bets. I like him to win just because I think he's going to have faster hands. He throws with more heat. I actually think he can stop Tavares, but he's another one, dude. I got to see his chin, man. He's been chinned so many times, and he'll get in firefights. And I know Brad Tavares has 1 KO in the last 12 and a half years, and that was like 7 years ago over Jocko, and then it was like another 5.5 before that. So he's not really knocking guys out. But, dude, if you go watch him fight like Dricus, he hurt Dricus a couple times in the first round. It was weird. And then even what you like, so this fight's staying standing. Like nobody really takes Tavares down. I can't. Gregory Rodriguez may be able to like muscle him down, but I just don't see him holding him down like Tavares. Take down the fences, some of the best ever in the UFC for real. And he's fought a lot of like jiu-jitsu dudes like Carlos Antonio and even like Amari Akhmadov, a lot of dudes that wrestle. But in this one, like I like Rodriguez. He's way more well-rounded. I think, it's going to stay standing the whole time. And I just cannot trust his chin, even against a dude that's only got 1 KO in 12 and a half years. Because like Rodriguez got KO'd by Jordan Williams, and then he got KO'd by Bruno Silva, which we're finding out Bruno Silva's a beast or whatever. But it's still like he got hurt against the Iron Turtle. He's been hurt in a lot of fights, even against Chidi with that big knee. So it's like, I just can't. But if you're gonna trust him, it's almost like the UFC kind of want to give him a decent win here because Brad does seem harmless. But dude, he can crack a little bit. You know what I mean? And if Gregory hurts him and gets reckless, and coming in, he could just get caught. And it's hard to back a dude. He went to sleep against Bruno, so it's hard to back a guy coming off that when like you never know. So give me Rodriguez. And Tavares is hard to finish. He's only been KO'd maybe like 3 times in his career, but I think that Rodriguez is the type of dude, man, when he hits you and hurts you at all, he goes in for the finish. Like, and he's a finisher. So give me Rodriguez and by finish, but I didn't bet this fight. Maestro, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm on the same lines with you. I'm one of the only fights I didn't bet on. I'm going to watch this one as a fan. I mean, I think RoboCop wins this. I think the UFC is doing a disservice, number one, putting RoboCop in the apex because he should be at pay-per-view events or fight nights always because that guy is just action and fun. But I mean, I just don't like his chin. He doesn't move his head at all. The Jordan Williams knockout, it's a terrible loss, terrible look. Just not a great loss. Sorry, but yeah, man, I'm not betting on this because I don't trust his chin, but Brad's tough as nails. But I don't think he has the power to put Gregory Rodriguez out, and like. Gregory Rodriguez could also shoot a takedown or two. I don't think he gets it. I think he can make this dirty, get him up on the fence, use some tie clinching, use those elbows and knees, but just, mix it up on Brad. And, I just think Brad was knocked out by Silva. He was wobbled hard by Duplessis, and Rodriguez has serious power. So I got Rodriguez in this one. I'm not super confident in it because I'm not confident about his chin.
No. Effie. How you see it going down?
Yeah, I'm going with Rodriguez, but I'm not going to touch that minus 250. I'd rather lay the decision prop because I was talking about how Fernie Garcia is Mexican and he uses his Mexican chin. Well, Tavares is Hawaiian, and Hawaiians have good chins as well. This guy's pretty durable. But man, it's kind of crazy. Gregory almost died, like in the octagon when he got that crazy cut, like on his face.
Crazy.
So that scar tissue is there forever. That's a little bit worrisome. I don't really know if he's going to finish Tavares in this fight. I do expect it to be 15 minutes on the feet, I should say, in the small apex cage. We could see some violence, but man, I'm going with Tavares here. I don't want to lay minus 250. So I do think this is probably going to go to decision. So give me Tavares decision. I don't know what that line is, but that's how I would play this fight if I had to. But I do think he's going to win this fight.
To Tavares by decision?
Tavares or Rodriguez?
Oh, sorry, Rodriguez.
Okay,
I was like,
damn, that's probably
curveball.
plus money right there.
No, sorry, Rodriguez.
You're talking up.
Give me a heart attack.
Well, I like him. Yeah.
Yanni?
Yeah, I'm all over Rodriguez here, and I get it. I get all the red flags, but we have to also realize who he's fighting here. Like, Tavares is not dangerous at all. His last finish was against, I think it was Jocko in 2018. He's took a ton of damage. He has been knocked out 4 times. And some of those knockouts where he wasn't knocked out, he somehow survived. He got a lot of damage in that fight. And he's just hittable, and he's just not dangerous. Good fighter, great. He's 36 years old now, but Rodriguez is the more dangerous guy here. He's going to have the grappling edge by far if it gets to the mat. Not saying it will, but there's giving him that edge. And then striking, I think he was like, I know it's not a good look to lose against Bruno Ferreira the way he did, because he was basically piecing him up until that little bink. Other than that, other than the bink, like, Rodriguez is freaking great. And I think he's going to get this one done. Either it's by knockout or by decision, probably later in the fight, like maybe late 2nd, 3rd round or decision. Like, I think it's safe for the over 1.5 for sure. But the 2.5, that's where it gets a little dicey for me. But I'm going to say Rodriguez gets this one done by decision, actually. I think it goes. Tavares is tough. He's Hawaiian, like Epi said. So I think he survives it, but it wouldn't shock me if Rodriguez gets a finish.
Is Gregory Rodriguez one of the best 14-5 fighters in the world?
Yeah.
Like, his skill set, his size, his aggression, his toughness, like,
he's super well-rounded. I know he doesn't really grapple too much, but he's a very good grappler, but he's kind of
phenomenal.
But his cardio goes down the shithole if he does.
He freaking elbowed Tallulah in the back of the head. I had the under, and I'm like, dude, stop. You didn't watch that Malkoon fight?
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Gregory fucks people up on those submission underground things on Fight Pass too. Like, he'll dominate jiu-jitsu matches. He's good.
He's legit jiu-jitsu guy for sure.
JR Smooth in the house. He said, "What's good, bro? You remember me? I've been calling it how I see it since day one. That's the only way to be." JR Smooth, man. We appreciate you coming out, dude. Hanging out since the beginning. Let's go. Jada said, "Crazy RoboCop looks." Oh, yeah, that dude.
Looks like Obama. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Brazilian Obama. I can't believe no one said it. Yeah.
100%.
RoboCop has that James Vick tall man. He does. He's huge, man. He does, and he gets.
He's so much bigger than Tavares too.
Like,
it's insane.
I was so sold on him after the Chidi fight, because I'm like, this dude's so fucking tough, dude. And then he went out and knocked out Marquez all crazy like that. Then he fights through the craziest cut I've ever seen in the cage, I think. Well, no, what was Marvin Eastman? Who did? Was that Rampage that busted Marvin Eastman's head? It was like he got hit by an axe, dude. This is like,
oh, I don't remember that one.
Dude, you gotta check that out. Marvin Eastman gets hit by an axe.
But that one was insane.
That one was you seen
that one was scary.
His I've never seen a vein like that. I'd seen, like I said, Marvin Eastman I think it was Rampage, dude, that split him open.
I mean, even another bad one was remember Ramiz Brahimaj? What Max Griffin did to him?
With the ear.
Max Griffin's about to do that to Jeremiah Wells.
I know, dude.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I got a bet, man. I'm defending them units.
He ain't gonna finish anybody. Come on, man. If there's gonna be a finish, it's gonna be
Remember what he did to Neil Magny there in Columbus? Gave him that 1-2.
Yeah, he lost by split decision.
He won that fight. He won that fight.
Come on. We were there. We seen it.
JR Smooth says Gregory wins are slightly overrated. I like the Tavares price tag. Chidi quit. Yeah, he did. Dude, I bet on him to quit. If he didn't knock out Barry off the bat, dude, Barry would have finished Chidi.
Let's look at Brad Tavares' wins in the last 5 years. You don't want to look at that. Go look at that.
Tavares.
Look at Brad Tavares' wins in the last 5 years.
His wins in his whole career. He's never
throwing it out there.
He didn't look great against Weidman either.
What up, Mariano?
No,
Exactly.
Love me a Long Island boy though. Love
Johnny.
Old man Weidman.
Johnny, this one's for you. Dean in the building.
What's up, Herb?
That's my dude right there. Herb's my dude. That's my guy, man. He's been here literally, been part of the community since day one of everybody's community before we even started it. What's up, guys? Mariav's coming out and chilling. What is up, man? I can't wait for these fights tomorrow. I got to get some get back on these fucking bookies. Some of their get back of the get back, because they took their money back, and I'm not fucking happy about that. Wells team think he gets the KO. Of course they do. I mean, that dude could KO anybody on this earth, but
after Court McGee, when I saw that, he can KO anybody.
Of course,
ever.
Of course,
I don't care. I don't care. Just how quick he was.
He's gonna move, hit him with the biscuit. It's over.
Dude, that Austin fight card was insane.
Yeah, you got lucky on that. Please don't. I agree. Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, boys. Dan Ige versus Andre Thiele, and we know this one's going to be good. So, Maestro, you can start it.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped for this one. Because I think both these guys are good fighters, man. I got Dan Ige on this one. I got in on him at -170. I think it's still a good price on him, honestly. The dude has crazy, crazy power. He's Hawaiian. He's never been finished in his career. And Feely's chinny, man. He's also Hawaiian, but like he's chinny, man, and he's coming in on short notice after Christmas. Like, so he's spending, in my opinion, all the time trying to cut down and make that weight, which he did. And I just think that Ige, he showed in the Nate Langware fight, he finishes rounds well. Like, he will, like, he's like, okay, we're going to stand here, we're going to trade. And then he will come forward. He's like, now I'm going to use my chin, and I know I'm going to hit you, and you're probably going down once, and I'm going to win this round. So, like, I just think he's going to fight smarter. And we've seen with Philly, like, dude, he got, like, he was a much bigger underdog against Nathaniel Wood, and Ige is a much better fighter than Nathaniel Wood in my opinion. So yeah, I got Dan Ige on this one. I love Andre Fili. He's a fighter. He's a fun fighter. But yeah, I got Ige by decision. I think he drops Fili once though.
Okay. Effie, let's hear it.
Yeah, dude. So I gotta go, unfortunately. So this will be my last breakdown. I gotta go to work here soon. But bro, it's funny because this is my only bet. I have Dan Ige at -175 for 1.75 units, so a little bit worse of a line. And I also have a quarter unit on +225 inside the distance. I actually think that he can finish Fili in this fight. I think he can find that chin. He's on a short notice, look tough on the scales, but honestly, the grappling, I'm going to give a big edge to Dan Ige in this fight, man. Go look up Fili versus Shane Shapiro on Fight Pass. My boy Shane from Las Vegas submits him in like 55 seconds, dude. It was insane, something you don't want to see. But for like playing devil's advocate, though, I mean, Dan Ige had Bryce Mitchell hurt. Bryce Mitchell had one eyeball, was stunned, was still able to get Dan Ige down, so that's not a good look.
Yeah.
But I just think that he's a better striker, man. I think I like his striking a lot. I think he's going to work in that body and hurt Fili. So I agree with saying he's going to knock him down at least once. But I think he can finish this fight inside the distance, so I took it at +225. But yeah, man, real fast, in the main event, I'm going with Pyfer. I don't agree with that line, though. If Hermansson can get past that second round, that's going to be his fight to win. So if you're going to play Pyfer, just play a knockout or inside the distance. I don't think he's going to submit Jack Hermansson. But yeah, man, most confident bet or pick really on the card is Dan Ige, and then I'm adding so far on Dan Ige inside the distance. So yeah, man.
Like it, man. I appreciate you coming on, Effie. Can't wait to get you on another one, man. You did good, man. You killed it. Everybody, please follow. Go like any Action Sportscast, right? His link is in the description. Everybody go give him a subscribe. He deserves it. He deserves like to get the subscription. He's put in the work for years now, every single week. And he puts out good bets and he puts out good content. And he puts a lot of time into it. And he deserves more subscribers than he has. So everybody, please, it's in the description. All you got to do, you're on your phone, your computer, just scroll down, hit that description, boom, go to it.
Come right back.
Super free. Yeah. Free and then super necessary.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It was a ton of fun. Good luck on your bets, man. Super sketchy card. Shout out to the chat. Be careful, man. A lot of sketchy fighters on this card, sketchy fights. So, yeah, man, good luck, and I hope you guys win some money. So, thanks for having me on again, for sure.
No problem.
Oh, and also, I'm going with the 49ers. I'm going with the 49ers. Drop the house on the Niners.
You fell for the trap.
Drop the heat on the Niners. But I actually like Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie myself. No, I'm just playing. But I mean,
seem like a Swiftie.
I can't be rooting for the Chiefs. So, yeah, let's go 49ers, man. Good luck.
Right on.
All right, have a good one, man.
Yeah, take care, fun at work, Effie. Later, brother. Peace. So, Johnny K, who you got?
Oh, I love Ige in this spot. And I'm an Andre Fili fan. I like him as a fighter. He's fun. I think he's really good. I think he's kind of underrated. And some of his losses, maybe he should have won. Maybe some of his wins he should have lost. But anyways, Ige is the better, more technical boxer in this fight. I think he's got the power in his hands. He's got solid takedown defense if he needs it. Fili's, he can wrestle if he need be. I don't think he's going to unless he's in trouble. Other than that, Fili's more he's hittable. He's really hittable, and I don't trust his durability. Ige is tough as nails, durable as hell. Got to go with the Hawaiian here. And the price to me does not make sense. I don't understand how it's not going up. It's been this whole time 170, and I think it's a perfect price. And he's one of my more confident picks of this card. And that's probably the best price, most confident pick is Dan Ige right here. So I think he gets it done by decision. Wouldn't shock me, though, if he gets a knockout. But just Ige just doesn't really have that, like, finishing upside that you would want to see. So I'm just going to say by decision.
Okay. Yeah, dude, I like both these dudes, too. I mean, but Feely coming in on short notice, like Maestro said, it's after Christmas. He's probably hanging out with some big booty Latinas. You know how he gets down. That's what he said in his own
rides
fight
Harleys
speech.
and rides big booty Latinas. I love it.
Nothing wrong with that. It's America, right? Love it. The land of the free, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he's a good fighter too. He's well rounded. I mean, you know, he's been fighting like the lower level guys and have been slugfest back and forth. Like with Charles Jourdain and like Nathaniel Wood getting beat by Wood. Wood was dropping him. If Wood's dropping you with the punches, Dan Ige is definitely going to drop you. You seen Brito catching
that fight, though. I'll tell you that.
But he's good. He's well-rounded. He's not going to – I mean, he's got decent wrestling and jiu-jitsu, but it's not going to be better than Dan Ige. It's like neither – like both of them are like Dan Ige gets taken down by really good like Mavsar and dudes like that, and he usually works his way back up after a little bit. But like Feely, I mean – he's not really known as a wrestler, and I don't know if he can. I don't think he can take Dan Ige down. And then there's this levels to. You see Ige, man, he has close fights with like top dudes in the world all the time, and then he wins some of them fights. And this is like a fight where he gets a step back to like definitely not Damon Jackson, but like Nate Landwehr. You know what I mean? Nate Landwehr and Feely would be a good fight, and Ige dominated every second of that fight and showed that like the levels from top 10 to 15 to like the top 25. Like he's a phenomenal great keeper at this point. But I just think, and then the durability comes into play. Like like the big shots, the big moments, I have to say for Ige. But I will say this, like Ige's never been finished. Dude's as durable as they come. Josh Emmett's hit him with everything like a lot of people. But like he better not get head kicked by Feely, because Feely has a nice head kick, dude. And he hides it behind a jab and a straight. So you just got to watch out for that. But, you know, it's like Ige's most durable dude. So as long as that don't happen, I think that he's going to be able to crowd a lot of the boxing space. Because like what I did when I go back to watch for this, I'm going back to see Dan Ige versus Edson Barbosa, right? Because that's who's going to fight like Feely, but just probably a little better than Feely. And actually Barbosa won that fight. I don't know how the hell Dan Ige won, because Barbosa dropped him and hurt him in the first and hurt him in the second with a body shot, with a knee to the body, and like dropped him. Like he shot in for a bad shot. But he's tough, man. And what he does is he can take whatever shots you're throwing at him and he crowds you and hits you with really good boxing, with really good power, man. He just beats your face up over the fight. Like he'll take your stuff and he's just constantly touching you, hitting you, touching you, hitting you with like pretty good power too. He don't usually throw 100%, but dude, he like obviously hits hard. All of his opponents get beat up a little bit. So, but he sometimes get beat up a little bit, like his face. So I got Ige. I bet him in a parlay, put him with Marcos. I like that parlay. I really think them guys get it done. And but this will be a good fun fight. Every Ige fight's fun, and most Feely fights are fun, so it'll be fun. But
yeah, for sure. I mean,
I'm pulling for Ige.
I got a soft spot for Ige because my first max bet was against him and Damon Jackson. I got it at minus 127, and I was like, oh my god.
That's craziness, yeah.
Cleaned up on that one, but yeah,
because he's coming off like three losses to like Mavsar, Calvin Kattar, and like the best in the world. Damon Jackson like beat like Kamala Kirk. Scott Lawson, he said, I tried to hit the link to sub, but it linked me to that. Oh man, my bad, Scott. That must have been the wrong link. Yeah, my bad.
Whoops.
I'll put a new one up there. Send you to another one. I'll send you the Jessica and I just fucking OnlyFans. Did you guys bet? No.
No. I used to do that stuff.
Oh, that they throw on the people?
Yeah. Okay. You always want to go with the color of the team that you think is going to win. So if you think Kansas City is going to win, it's probably going to be orange. I would say orange. And with San Francisco, it's red probably.
I'd have it the other way, but yeah.
You think so? I think the last time the Chiefs won, it was orange. So I would do orange again.
Oh, the Gatorade was orange.
The Gatorade, yeah.
Chiefs color is orange.
No, I would go with the orange for Chiefs, though, because it is kind of a reddish.
So I think it's just bet red.
I'm colorblind, too.
They're both red. They can't miss on this one.
I know, but
Francisco's
usually
got ring
red is
single
not
gold.
like red isn't
Lemonade.
like one of the top 3 Gatorades. It's usually like orange, which
Yeah, but this
sucks.
is a layup. You got 2 red
And then you got
teams.
yellow, which is always like the lemon lime one, and then it's like either water. It's clear. So, do you want to go? I could break this down right now if you want.
This is good. MMA Ricky in the building. I skipped past it. My bad. What's up, my dudes? This Ige Feely fight seems a little strange with the line not moving. Like Johnny said, everybody I know is playing Feely, but the line ain't budging. Feely, I don't like the short notice either and the durability. Ige, yeah, the line really hasn't moved.
Yeah,
it went up for a little bit and came back down. I think Ige went to like 190, 195 or something. Came right back down real quick. Feely's good. It's gonna be a good fight.
I don't see it though. But
Feely's just too undisciplined. If he fought smarter, this could be a closer pick. And Feely's took a lot of damage too. I mean, so is Ige, but Ige can wear it. Let's see. Ige is money made. Yeah, but by decision. Ige decision. 50K by sub plus 1200. Who do you guys got in the Oki fight? We all picked Oki except Maestro.
Yeah, I got Kawamba.
Kawamba by decision.
Yeah.
Yo. Jesus Johnny, 1,800 bets off. You bet. Oh, geez.
Kami football and the color Gatorade dumped on the coaches.
That's right.
I haven't done it this year, but I've done it before. But you have to go with the color of the team if you can merge it together. But orange, yellow, green is the way to go. Like one of those two.
Main event.
Let's go.
Main event. Jack Hermansson versus Joe Rowdy Pyfer. Roddy. Johnny, you can start.
All right. I'm going to go with Pyfer. Now, am I super confident in the pick? No. I don't like the line either. No. Hermansson's good. I think he's solid. He's well-rounded, good grappler, good striker. But what worries me and the reason why I picked Pyfer is because he's got the power to land the KO shot. And every time that Hermansson feels the power from his opponent, he just like crumbles down and he's done. Like it takes one shot. That's it. Every time. Do you see old Pillow Hands was able to knock him down? Vittori.
But not out.
What do you think Pyfer is going to do to him? Knock him out.
Dustin Stolfus picked up fucking Pyfer, slammed him down,
lucky slam,
arm off. Was like, lucky slam. Joe.
Lucky slam. Roman Dolidze was able to get a lucky calf slicer ground and pound knockout by him too as well. So it happens to everybody. So hey, just throwing it out there. But going with Pyfer just because I think he has that power. I think he's going to be able to land that one shot that's going to like stun or wobble Hermansson. I don't see this fight. I think it goes under either way, even if Hermansson gets the finish.
The 2.5 or
2.5, under 2.5. I don't think this fight goes longer than that. Either way you look at it, because Pyfer's never been to a third round. And if he's been to a second round, it's very early in the second round. And Hermansson has the cardio to push him in the later rounds and then, maybe gas him out. And I don't know how he's going to win if he does. Maybe a knockout. I don't know. Who knows? But going with Pyfer just because I think he's just the more dangerous striker. I think he can land the power shot that could drop Hermansson and get the knockout. I'll say early second round because I think it'll go to the second round for sure.
Okay, Maestro. What do you got?
Yeah, man. I'm all over the Joker here. I gotta go with Jack Hermansson.
Real?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just like Joe Pyfer's he's gonna be his 4th UFC fight and he's main eventing. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like Jack Hermansson's main evented before. We know he has the cardio. Everyone's like, oh, he got knocked out by Jared Cannonier. It's like you guys also understand he tore his ACL in that exact moment also. So like that's tough for me. Like I don't believe in like Joe. Could he be something long term? Maybe, but he's a project. I'm glad he's in the UFC. Like a good story looks like, but like that's what they're selling. You just can't sell a story. Like it's gonna come down to Jack Hermansson. He's a dog. He's gonna work like really fucking hard. So I have to take Hermansson at this price. All the value is on Hermansson. I mean, I could end up with egg on my face if Joe Pyfer knocks him out in the first round like he did to Alan Amedovski. but I don't
No,
see
it won't be
happening.
that bad.
I don't see that happening. I just don't.
Because Joe was like, okay, 1-2 down the middle. You're
Yeah,
done.
dude. I just don't see it happening. Jack's got he's got that funky style on the feet. He's tough to figure out, and I don't know the cardio of Pyfer. So yeah, I'm going with Hermansson here. I could see a late finish. Yeah, value Pyfer. Value's on Hermansson. Going with Hermansson.
Yeah.
Value boy.
Not only is the value on Hermansson, like, dude, I'm so totally not sold on Joe Pyfer. Like, people can talk crap that I picked Al-Hazak last fight, but dude, he was fucking on his way to beating Joe Pyfer. Like, he was hitting him with leg kicks, and Joe Pyfer's walking back, and like literally, like, his whole game changed. And then he got that Russian takedown right into the arm triangle. It was nice, but he just like gooned him down. But dude, anybody that don't think that his leg wasn't getting messed up from them leg kicks, and he's kind of walking sideways trying to switch stance. Like, he doesn't throw like a ton of volume. Like, he's not hitting you with 2 jabs and the overhand right. He's just like kind of walking down. He does have power. Like, that's, I mean, I don't care about that punch machine thing, but he does have power. But dude, like, even if you watch him fight like Ozzy Diaz, like he comes out, starts wrestling right away, takes Ozzy Diaz down. Ozzy Diaz reverses him, gets on top, puts in a little work. Round ends. They come out in the second round, and Joe looked a little tired. Like, he comes out, and Diaz hits him with a couple things. Joe hits him, and then Joe finishes him because that guy's not that good. But he looked a little tired against Al Hassan in the second. In the middle of that, you guys didn't think he looked a little tired and was getting hurt?
He had his mouth open
and got hit by them leg kicks. So
I think he was worried about the leg kicks more so.
Yeah,
for sure. But it still affected him.
Right. Jack has really good leg kicks. If you watch him fight Roman Dolidze, dude, he was beating him up with both of his legs, and Roman Dolidze was having to switch stances and stuff. And he could have beat him if he didn't take him to the ground. The difference here, I think he can out wrestle Joe Pyfer. Dude, Joe Pyfer is not like this 3-time national champ wrestler. Like, he's got a little bit of high school wrestling, some pretty good jiu-jitsu and stuff. But like, Jack Hermansson's got really good jiu-jitsu. Went 5 rounds with Jacare and wrestled him the whole time. And I don't know, man. I just think that he can out wrestle Joe, dude. And I think that if he can land a takedown and get some control time and just wear on Joe a little bit, and then Jack's not going to be standing there like Alan Amidowski and Mearshart, dude. His strike, you've seen what Hamzat did to him. He made Hamzat look like fucking Ali or something. So I just think that I'm not sold on Jack or on Joe Pyfer yet. And I just think Jack Hermansson has the cardio. I think he's going to have the better wrestling here too. And his striking's good to where he can move around, stick and move, time some takedowns and just wrestle with him, wear on him. And dude, I think Joe Pyfer after the second round would be in trouble. Now, exactly like Maestro said, Joe Pyfer might come out here and just knock him out. But dude, Jack's been in there with some dude. He went 5 rounds with Sean Strickland. He's been in there with some punchers and he's done pretty good, So there's so many what ifs. This is like somebody said, I put in when I posted my bet on like Tuesday that it's like Mike Malott. The dude's been murdering him, but he looks like a beast. But we don't know what he looks like after 2.5 rounds. We don't know what Pyfer looks like after 2 rounds, really. I know he got choked out by Jonathan Patty. That dude got finished by fucking Joseph Holmes and Jamie Pickett. And that dude beat Joe Pyfer within the last 4 years. So that dude would fucking never beat Jack Hermansson. I like Jack here, dude.
But what if, Cody?
He could. I mean, it's not a
what if.
Definitely could.
It's not out of this world.
It's a fist fight, dude. Anything can happen in a fist fight.
I want to ask everybody in the chat who would win. Because people are like, Joe Pyfer's going to be champ. This and that. Who would win between
I don't think he's going to be champ.
Joe Pyfer and Imavov? And especially his 5 rounds. Do you think Joe Pyfer's just going to come out one punch Imavov and then no?
No, because Imavov's better at the moment right now.
And that's just a top 3 guy. But I don't know.
Dude, Jack Hermansson has good movement. His foot movement, dude,
the apex though.
He's very. I know, but look what Imavov did.
Look what
Imavov did that last fight.
The under. I told you I love the under.
Let's see. That's why
I don't care about.
We all picked the right.
The apex being a small kid.
Yeah,
it just doesn't matter.
We all took Brysick, but we're all very confident in the under 1.5.
Yep, Cody. Dude went blood and guts with Abdullah Razak.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jack does not have the power in his legs, and he doesn't have the power in his hands with Abdullah.
But he can mix in the wrestling, though.
It's true. And he's telling, and
he ain't gonna. If he does mix in the wrestling, it's gonna be round 3 if it gets there.
And I like what Hermansson was saying on the mic in his interviews. Like he's like, I know I got to stick and move, I got to get him, take him down. And then on the other side, you had Pyfer being like, "Fuck those nerds, dude. They don't believe I got the punch machine." It's like, who cares? Like,
He's talking about titles. He's overlooking Jack, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
He's
like, I'll knock him out and then I'm on to the next one.
He does have the one of the best nicknames in the game, though. Body bags.
With a Z. With a Z.
It's a solid nickname for sure.
That's solid as shit.
You got confidence. You got to give him that.
Fight algorithm says this would not go to decision. 69%. I like it.
The under.
Jack's got a sick guillotine too. You gotta watch that. He's choked out.
Nice.
Mearshart and David Branch with that. If I'm up, gonna sprinkle Hermansson 3, 4, 5. Let's go, Juicy.
That's a good idea.
Cody Pyfer better get an early finish. Jack style isn't pretty, but I could see it getting Joe tired. And yeah, if he's chasing Jack around while Jack's moving around, hitting him with a little razzle dazzle. What? I don't know though. I've never seen
one shot.
Who's one punched him?
Baby Joker gang, I love it.
Who's
Vittori knocked him down? Cody?
Man, people slip, Johnny.
Vittori.
Slip.
Oh, it wasn't a slip.
Top 5 in the world.
He's a weird, he's funky, man. He's like, just cut him off guard.
What about Vittori? Vittori and him. But he went 5 with Strickland. It's one judge gave Jack Hermansson 5-0 over Strickland.
Which
that was wild.
Insane.
But if you watch it, every round was close as shit, though.
There's no way
Strickland wasn't doing that much that one. Yep, Neil Magny right here. Juicy, let's go, Joker gang. But yeah, Neil Magny just reminded us what time it could be.
Yeah,
I mean, these young bucks.
It is 100% possible that could happen.
He skipped like a line. Like he should have 2 more fights or at least 1 more good fight before he gets to Jack Hermansson.
He's got 3 fights in his UFC career.
And it's so, you know what I mean? It's over.
Event. Who is he? Alex Pereira? Come on. What is he, a glory kickboxing champion?
Let me see something. Okay. All right, so he's ranked number 19. I would like to see before he gets to Jack, could he have fought? Well,
Jack's best wins aren't amazing, guys. He's fought better competition. I will say that, but his wins, they're a little on the lower side, if you want to.
Gregory Rodriguez and Pyfer. Pyfer might get him because there's Chin Kopylov, Johnny Eblin.
Ikram was a Hernandez. I think Fluffy.
Barallo. Who wins out of him and Barallo? That's a good fight. That'd be a real good fight. That's 2 prospects too.
I would probably pick Kyle.
Yeah, I think I would too. I'm not sold on Joe yet.
Well, I'm not either, but this is a fight I think he can win just because of the power.
He definitely can.
I just said that about Malat, Johnny.
I didn't say the power.
Pyfer is too raw for this fight.
He was owning for 14 minutes, okay?
People sleep on Jack, who had Pyfer beat. I mean, he was beating Delice too, like styling on him and then shot in. But dude, the thing is, when he shoots in on Joe,
so what you're saying is like it was an unlucky tangle up, and then kind of like the whole arm broke thing.
Jiu-jitsu.
That was like the first time that's ever been pulled off.
I've never seen that. And then he pounded the back of his fucking dude. That was one of the sickest things I've ever seen.
It was very fortunate for Roman. Let's put it.
That's something I would do to you, Johnny, if we. You know what I mean? That's the first move I'm going for. Jeff, this is a good fight. 2 bet by rounds. Yeah. If Jack wins, it'll be later. True that. Joe is him. He might be. I gotta see it though, man. I see some Mike Malott in this.
You gotta prove it, man.
I see some Mike Malott, man. I see a little bit of Mike Malott. I don't know. Too much too soon, Joe. If Jack survives 7 minutes, he's gonna fall. But he even said in his interview, they asked him what he did to train different for this fight, and he's like, well, I did a couple different techniques because I watched a lot of tape, but he didn't say nothing about like, I ran a fucking 100 miles a day so I could get my cardio up for 5 rounds. He's just like, I'm gonna punch his face off.
You'd think he'd learn from Sean Brady, like what I think Sean Brady's taking the good steps after his loss, so I think a loss would be good for Joe, but I just don't trust him this early on in his UFC career.
Brittle. His arms are brittle. And he always talks, like even on Joe Rogan, he talks about having injuries all the time. And after this fight, he needs some surgeries already. Like he was saying that on Joe Rogan.
It's terrible luck.
Yeah. I do need to do him. Dana, I'm so happy they called me off of work tomorrow. That's why I'm on here so late. Dana has people thinking Joe's a world beater. He hits hard. He's a big thing. That's about it. I agree. If it's Jack Hermansson for me, let's go. JR Smooth. JR's on all the dogs, man. He's on Feely. A lot of dogs, man. Gatorade will be red. Let's go, Toilet Face. What's the odds on that? Especially since you said it's
Good
a
luck.
boring or one or whatever, Johnny. I happen to like fruit punch Gatorade.
I like it too, but usually
you
it's
sound like
orange
you like
or
that's like
usually
nice
it's
best.
yellow because that's
doesn't
the
make
two
sense.
main Gatorade colors.
Red's classic. Red and orange, man. Apple's the best,
Cody.
though.
I don't know about Gatorades. I just know I'm taking Chiefs at plus money. Like, what?
Yeah.
Chiefs
Thank
plus
you.
What's
points.
that line
What?
right now? +2?
It's like still +2.
Plus 2.5, maybe. I think the
Oh
new
wow, it's
line's
even
supposed
going
to-
up. So
maybe-
big money
I don't
must be
know.
coming in. Like little money must be
I-
coming in on Chiefs. Big money must be coming in.
I already
on-
got my bet in. I got plus
He gets
money
on
with the
top of
Chiefs.
Joe.
We good.
I
That's
just
all
want
I
to see
need.
that one time where like Jack versus Pyfer fight, and they're going at it, and then they've been fighting, and it's like round 2 with like 2 minutes left, dude, and Joe gets in there and or Jack finally gets in there, hits the takedown, and gets on top, and you just see Joe, like, because Jack's trying to get him down, you just see Joe finally give in and go down,
Just look up at the lights and be like,
and that's history
shit.
from there.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's what I'm seeing.
I mean,
Johnny.
how many milligrams are you in?
Me? Come on, man.
Come on,
Cold Red Mountain Dew right here, man.
Oh man.
All right. If not already fighting with an injury, yeah, because AJ in the building. He said, "Oh, I've seen it. Missed the show, but really scared of Joe Pyfer getting injured during the fight. Yep, he's brittle, man. If not fighting with an injury already, exactly, man. I believe in Joe. Snerius is on Joe. Okay, Joe Pyfer.
Beat Joe
Should he
Pyfer.
be that big of a favorite? Minus
Probably not.
300 over
I don't have a
Jack?
bet on Joe.
Joker.
I don't. I will say that now. I don't have a
Dude,
bet on Joe.
look
I
like
just think he's
Calvin
going to win
Gastelum.
because
Joe
I don't like
Pyfer.
the line.
Right. Joe Pyfer was going deep into the second round with scrubs. Facts. Amadowski got out of there, but it's Amadowski. If you're on Joe, you might as well take inside. Yeah. Or early finish,
Agree with
because if
that.
it goes to the end, it's over in the third.
Under 2.5. Either way.
I mean,
And
dude, you
Mavov-
can get under 1.5 for plus 125 on
Yeah,
some books. Like,
I think that, yeah, I think a Mavov would put it on Joe too a little bit, man.
Mhm.
He would snipe Joe's head off, hit him with them knees to the body, bro. He made
round 3 would be a little crazy, though. I'll tell you that. Because both
Yeah.
guys slow down.
Yeah, Imavov Pyfer should be next. Yeah, if Pyfer wins, that would be a good fight. But he ain't gonna. But if he does,
no, the UFC won't put him in against the Mavov. They know what'll happen.
Yep, they'll give him Chris Curtis probably. That's who he'll get next. Chris Curtis might piece him up. Yeah. Let's see. Ricky got Pyfer round 2. Pyfer is on. He is a little bit, man. If you watch his in, he's aggressive. He's mad, angry for no reason.
I don't
Fuck those
think
nerds, dude. I'm like,
I don't think
all right.
he's unlikable. He
No,
has a really big chip on his shoulder.
Jack is about
And so
to
he's
humble pie.
he's projecting
Like it.
out. You just
Okay.
got to take it with a
Yeah.
grain of salt.
If you know his story, you understand. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's why he has a big chip on his
Yeah.
shoulder. So
Hey, what I know, I grew up with dudes that had that life that was nice as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the UFC. He's on a big stage. He can get out of all of his emotions, and he doesn't give a fuck. Just kind of like Sean Strickland. Everybody loves Sean Strickland.
I mean,
Why don't
it's
you
a
love
smart
Joe
topic.
Pyfer?
Yeah.
They're the same person, actually.
Not though. There's difference. There's some subtle difference.
All right.
Cody, with all due respect,
I see the same.
oh, Don coming in. I know Don likes Pyfer, but it's the line though, man. That line's just so like. Shouldn't Joe Pyfer be minus 170? Like
Yeah,
or something.
I probably would bet him then.
That's a much better. I think that's well lined.
Let's see. Gatorade will be purple for a swift. Oh, okay.
I'm going to go grape drink.
Yeah, dude,
Pyfer has
like
a lot of
Joe
excuses.
Pyfer. Like Joe
Yeah.
Pyfer went to the second round with a bouncer. Like that's what Abdul Razak Hassan's other job is. He's a
Yeah.
bouncer. Like
Yeah.
I think everything's on
I think
Hermansson
Jack
for me.
Hermansson would go around 2 with the bouncer as well. Let's be
True.
honest.
I know. That's just.
I mean,
Jack Hermansson has
that's
good
not his
shooting,
game.
though.
That's not his game. Yeah.
Pyfer seems like he built in excuses, maybe, but he's a mean dude. It seems like, dude.
Man, Cody's all over Jack. I love it.
Kapilov versus Fluffy. That's such a good fight, dude. I'll tell you like this. That fight is freaking tough. I would look at the unders. I would look at the
I
unders
wanna-
or something when it comes out because that's tough to call.
I want to pick Hernandez, but it's going against my rule.
Yeah.
Striker versus scrap. But like, dude, yeah. That's
Kopylov
tough.
was getting. I mean, before he went to Dagestan and really worked on his wrestling, he was getting mauled on the ground.
His wrestling is really good. It's his get up game. It's once he hits the ground, dude, he fucking just lays there. He has nothing. Zip zero. But his takedown D, like even against Duryev, was phenomenal.
It's true.
But when you get him down, and then when he gets up, dude, he's gassed. So it's tough, but like it's getting better. So
yeah, I was looking forward to hitting the Fluffy Rodriguez line against Ikram. I thought he could weather the storm and get him down and bring him into the swamp, the way that Fluffy Hernandez does. But we'll take Kopylov.
Yeah. Hey, Maestro, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
For sure, man. You can find me on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it, at MMA Maestro. You can go on my Patreon. That's linked there, MMA Maestro. You can get that on for free. My YouTube channel is going to be up soon. I promise. I got all the good shit for it. It's just, just busy at work. This one thing I need is time. But yeah.
One little video to get us started.
It's true. You're right. You're right.
Video.
Yeah.
Quick picks, 3-minute quick picks.
Nah, you're right. I should. But anyway, thanks guys for having me on again. Thanks for everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. I mean, this is a great community to be part of. So yeah, pump for the cards and pump for the entire slate of what we got. 10 more weeks of UFC fights and some stacked cards coming up. So
hell yeah,
let's go.
Yep. Johnny K, tell him what's up.
You know where you can find me. Tuesday nights, Defend Your Units with me and Cody. Friday nights with Defend Your Units with special guests and Cody as well. JohnnyKpicks.
What do they think of that? Ask him about the new name.
Defend Your Units?
And the last
look. The last look. That's what we're going to call the Friday night show is Defend Your Units, the last look. After the weigh-ins.
Like on that, what's that, social network? But it was the Facebook. He's like,
yeah, that's going to be the difference. The last look is going to be on Friday, and we got Defend Your Units on Tuesdays because that's what we're going to be doing the whole freaking week. So I'm pumped for this card. I want to win some money. I know everybody else does, so let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. For me, Blood Money MMA Bets, Instagram, Twitter, here on YouTube. But I want you guys to subscribe to my dude. Go to his X. His links right in the description to MMA Maestro, man. He puts out good content. He's got good bets. He's a good dude. And he's always good, man. We can get him on a show. He comes right on. He's perfect. So follow him. See what he's got. Join his Patreon. He says free. And he gives out good tips, man. He puts his time in. So appreciate everybody coming out tonight. First off, good luck, everybody, tomorrow because, man, fuck these bookies, dude. They've been getting rich, and they don't need no money.
Yeah, from a lot of people.
No more money. They're about to make enough off the Super Bowl tomorrow. Or on Sunday. They don't need our money on Saturday.
True.
So fuck them bookies.
Get them before.
Appreciate everybody that came out. My dude, Guernerica, what is up, brother? Appreciate you coming out, stopping in. Jumbo Loco. Appreciate you coming out, man. Jeff Bruno, appreciate you. Cody, man. Appreciate you. He said you can find me passed out behind the RVs. Appreciate you coming out, Cody. Everybody check out Cody on freaking X too and YouTube and everywhere. Don, dude, Cucumber, appreciate you coming out. I hope I'm not reading it wrong. I hope I'm not. Appreciate you though, brother, dude. I enjoy talking down all the time. But Cody,
you gotta put your flag somewhere. So
got to. Paul Midgley, Toilet Face, John Newquist, dude. Appreciate you for the dono earlier, man. Really appreciate you. Green King 220. What was the best? Imavov? Yeah, he definitely is. But everybody, JR Smooth, MMA Ricky, Snerius, everybody, man. AJ, we appreciate everybody coming out. And good luck tomorrow, everybody. I hope we smoke these fucking things. See you guys later.
See ya.